Alright, the timer is counted down, let's go for it. I will probably not have time to do all of them if we get good runs going. If we have terrible runs, I'll probably go all the way through all of them. I'd ask chat who we're going to play as, but chat would just say crummy robot, so let's just do that already, shall we? It's the Defect. He's really low on batteries, always is. He loves to keel over and die, and I regard him as the hardest character to play as. Defect, then Silent, then Ironclad, then Watcher in descending order of difficulty. So. I love boss swap on the Defect, because Cracked Core ain't all that great, and the odds of having a much stronger run with a really good boss swap is high, and the odds of getting a miserable boss swap are pretty low. Cursed Key would be kinda bad, Broken Crown would be dramatically terrible, but those are low odds. Low odds of low rolls. Fairly early Spicy Elite, and it's before either another incredibly early Elite or a shop, and an upgrade. I might not want that Spicy Elite, but it is behind a coveted 4 Elite path. I almost thought it was 5. Of course you can't get both of these guys now, can you? Choosing a rare colorless card to obtain is very tempting. Could be something like Seek. Well, it would be 3 choices, but it might be a pretty terrible bunch like, what would be pretty terrible? Amplify, Multicast, and Electro Strike. If those were my 3, then I'd feel really bad about doing that. It's almost definitely the boss swap, but what do we do with that boss swap? Yeah, Ectoplasm isn't that bad, but it feels horrible, right? Shops just become worthless outside of maybe going to one of them. I don't like this because I'm very cornered early on. At this point, I have to make my decision if it's an elite, and if it is an elite, and things go badly, I have to take another fight before I can coward my way out of taking on the spicy one. But if I go this way, it's an early forced shop, which is also miserable. I could do an early strike remove, and Defect loves strike removes, which might be okay. Feels like a bit of a waste, but at least this way we get 3 dead elites, and we'll shelve the burning elite. What is our random boss relic? It is not Ectoplasm, it is Snecko! Okay, run's over. Okay, well then. Snecko's not very good at the start. I have only 1-cost cards, but it's all in the heart of the cards. I might be able to play the whole hand of 7 if things go well, or I might be able to play 1 card when things go very not well. That actually does inspire me to an early shop, because I might get a really good 3-cost card there and want to pick it up in favor of a remove. But let's just go for it, shall we? Yeah, so one of the things I would say about Snecko is you really want 4 energy with a Snecko Eye. Because if you just get 3s and 2s, you will only be able to play 1 card. At least if you have 4 energy, you'll be able to play 2 2s. Which is not an unusual thing to happen. So what are we going to do? Obviously I want to zap, it's free. Basically I want to do everything that's free. And then we make our decision. Do I just smack you for 16? Or do I keep that and simply strike you for 6? Probably get the damage going here. The defend does nothing. I think the big thing about Snecko Eye is not that it randomizes your card costs, it's that you draw 2 more every turn. That's huge. Alright, let's get our defending in for free. And then, do I want to take that 1 in order to deal damage? The answer is yes. I want this fight done swiftly. And then we should be able to dual cast. It is 3 cost, but it's also, oh, would you look at that? Unnecessary. Goodbye, cultist. 1 damage on the cult with a defect, not too shabby. We are looking for big, chunky, expensive cards. Show me my Meteor Strike, which I don't think is really going to happen. Show me Streamline. But Hologram is also good. Hologram could enable one hell of an infinite with Snecko. You end up with a couple of 0-cost holograms, you just keep hologramming the holograms, provided they are upgraded and don't exhaust, and then you have infinite block. But it's got to be streamlined. 2-cost card, 15 damage. That reduction will not apply because the cost gets randomized outside of hologramming it back. Now, the unfortunate early shop. Oh, very unfortunate. I want that membership card. That would essentially double the power of all my gold forever. But we can't have it. Doom and Gloom with Snecko is very tempting. Is it more tempting than a card remove? Yes, yes it is. 10 damage AoE plus channeling 1 dark. And that dark is going to wind up to be great damage. It's got to be Doom and Gloom, right? There's nothing else that makes sense. Yeah, go on. That means I don't get to remove my strike, but one of the nice things about Snecko Eye's 2 extra draw is that the strikes and defends become less bad. Essentially every bit of extra draw you get makes them less bad. I love going for random events, but I need the fights because fights mean potions, and potions are vital for getting through, or are often vital for getting through the elites unscathed. At the very least having the confidence to go through them unscathed. What am I looking at here? Well, Streamline just kills you straight up, but the Doom and Gloom would do a fair bit of damage to you. So I think it's actually Doom and Gloom Strike Streamline dual cast. Yes, yes. Look at you with that, and then, nope, we're already done. Lethal on turn 1, such is the power of the Snecko. And that's the potion we're looking for. Well, not specifically Swift Potion, but I'll take it. I'd rather something like a Fire Potion. An extra 20 damage can be the difference between life and death against Lagavulin or particularly Gremlinob. Well, I'm offered Hologram for the second time, and I might just take it. The ability to bring back a zero-cost card is just too good to pass up. Wish it were upgraded, but none of the cards come upgraded at this point in the game. There's my Doom and Gloom to hurt them plenty. I don't have anything that's going to kill them, at least not yet. Get that down, block away that damage. And JUL cost coming in at 3 cost is mondo unfortunate. I could Streamline for some damage, but I think I'd rather just take no damage. I don't foresee this being a problem. Not to the point where I need to take any damage. So, I mean, it seemed like, oh, I'm just taking 1, no problem, but I don't think I should be thinking like that. I should be thinking, how exactly do I kill everything? Hologram costs 2, but it brings me Doom and Gloom, which costs 1, and, uh-oh, mistakes were made. It does not kill my enemies. However, I'll tell you what does. Zippity zap. I forgot I was weakened and that Doom and Gloom was physical damage. Glacier. Brilliant card to have with Snecko. It's decent block, it gets the Frost Orbs going, and its randomized cost at 2 costs is just scrumptious. When you're with the Snecko, the high cost cards are just delectable. I would know. I have a lot of experience playing with Snecko. Well, the Glacier comes in at increased cost the first time we see it, and yet I'm probably still going to play it. I want my Defend for free, and I want my free Zippity Zappening. But Glacier will allow me a full block here. What's my alternative? If I go Defend, I take 2. I'd rather just take nothing, thank you. Especially since you're not doing much to me. You're giving me, what, a couple of slimes? I laugh at that with my Snecko Eye. I don't need to defend, but just get out my hand. Let's get that Doom and Gloom going, shall we? And I could even hologram it back. I could hologram back whatever I really want. My alternative is just to play a strike, so forget that. Let's take back our... Oh, now hang on, that cost me 2 now, didn't it? That's okay though, because I can take back my Zippity Zap and then get that going around for some added damage. And I can split you this turn. Some way, somehow. Uh-oh. Can I really split you this turn? I could almost full block, which is probably better. Because my split on you is dealing 8, bringing you down to 39. 2 39s. I don't want to fight. I'd rather take a little bit of damage. Yes, that's far preferable. Defend, defend, defend. 4, 5, 6, 7, bring you down to 40. That's not a split. So I will strike you and get rid of one of my slimes. Take 1 damage. Don't feel bad about it. It was better than the alternative. And then, then if I zippity zap and dual cast, you are already dead. 1 damage and all that. Very welcome. Fusion! Plasma, 2 cost. That is a way of dealing with my aforementioned you want 4 energy when you have Snacko Eye situation. That fusion is delicious. Give it to me. And I need to upgrade and just try and convince me that the upgrade isn't streamlined. 5 extra damage. You could conceivably say 4 extra damage on AoE is a better idea. Would certainly help out a lot more with the likes of the sentries. Getting going on the potential hologram infinite is another idea. Upgrades at lower cost are useless almost every situation when you have the Snecko Eye. Certainly never worth doing. I like listening to your commentary. It's a lot like Grubby when he plays. I'm not familiar with a Grubby. Must have some good self-esteem to give yourself that name. I'm thinking it'll be the AoE. That'll be more useful in Act 2. Much as I love Streamline, I generally see it as an Act 1 card. Just big, heavy, chunky damage. But let's go with the Doom and Gloom. I never give this card enough love. I never give Dark Orbs enough love, even though they do really turn a whole run around if you use them properly. Okay, it is not the sentries, it's Gremlin Orb. Let's hope I don't end up 1 or 2 damage short, then that'll mean I made the very wrong choice with my upgrade. I certainly want to get a free strike in, much as I'd like to zap. I think I just need to gloom you, doom you, and strike you. I'm okay taking the next hit as long as I can dual cast you with a nice dark to finish you off. Has Jake ever won without Snecko? I've won multiple times without Snecko, I'll have you know. I want that fusion in play, but I don't want to make our little friend here angry. I also probably shouldn't call him little. I kind of want to just dual cast you now, get that 24 damage in. But he's going to start getting very angry. I feel like there's an amazing play here that's just barely passing me by. Things like evoking my Glacier somehow. But then that would mean not dual casting my Dark Orb, huh? You might draw the dual cast next time. It's certainly plausible. That would make it very deadly. That means that I would just Glacier here. Then I'd block his vile machinations. If this doesn't work, I'm eating a lot of pain next turn. Because it'll be defend, streamline, and then 5 of these 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards. Not great odds for hitting dual cast. But if I Glacier, I can't dual cast. This is a grim situation. I suppose it's not that grim yet. Give it time, it could get a lot more grim. Yeah, there's also the Swift Pot. Not keen on that currently. Glacier is just straight up full block here, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Yeah, but then I'm not dealing damage and he'll be very angry next turn. And my alternative is something like Dual Cast, Fusion. Since those are both skills, I'm going to be eating 8 plus 6 on doing that. The odds I'm going to kill him next turn anyway. If I'm dealing 24... If I'm dealing 30, I'm bringing him down to 23, right? So essentially, streamline and a couple of strikes will kill him. Still needs good costs on the Snecko, though. I should get the damage in right now. Give him that strike. Unless I think anything else is better. Something like hologramming back. Free strike is actually a good idea. or any one cost thing that does more damage. Yeah, funnily enough, holographing back the Doom and Gloom is the best thing I could do here. More extra damage, guarantee the kill, just eat the extra damage. I think that's the better call here. Yeah, let's just secure the kill. And the 3 block that I got from hologram dispelled the 3 extra damage he would do. Ah, we did get the dual cast, okay. Well, all of our worrying was for Cannot, I could have blocked it away. But we didn't know that. Let's just take our Akabeko, which would work pretty well with our area of effect attack from darkness, and consider our options. I don't want another fusion. At least I don't think I do. That's too many skills and not enough damage, especially in Act 1. People fawn over aggregate, and not without good cause. But is it really so good with Snecko? It itself will be random cost, meaning it could be free. I don't know about that. I'm not super sold on FTL. Maybe I should try aggregate. It's a dead draw unless it comes out cheap. And it gets better the chunkier your deck is. I don't know, it feels like too much of a dead draw right now. I should be focusing on good cards that I can draw back to nice and easily peasily. Hologram doesn't work very well with aggregate. Because odds are if it's in your discard pile, then your draw pile is going to be low and aggregate won't help much unless I have a way to force a draw during my turn. I think this is a skip is what I'm getting at. I know there's a lot of love for aggregate. I don't have that love for it right now. Glacier upgrade for 3 extra block. Hologram upgrade for 2 block and not having it exhaust. That's got to be the hologram, right? Although Streamline is tempting. Fighting Guardian, huh? Get that hologram upgraded. I love hologram plus. If I can get another hologram plus, like I say, we have an opportunity for an infinite. It's a small miserly chest. What do we get? A not so miserly anchor, starting with 10 block on the first turn. Really, really nice for us. Allows us to just front load that damage and setup. Let's put it to use immediately. We can block Spiky Slime's attack. Which is good, because I don't see us killing either of these things. This is not a great start for us. Yeah, all I can really do is Glacier and Strike. I could Streamline Hologram Streamline, and thanks to Akabeko, that's just enough to kill Spiky Slime, and then the Anchor will block entirely, so that's how we're going to do this. Smack, thank you Akabeko, come back, smack, and then we feel really, really big-brained. Because I think that was just about the only play that got us through optimally. Maybe there was something even better, what do I know? Well, I should play this, because it's free. If I play this and then dual cast, I actually come away with 4 energy. Does that allow me to do anything I couldn't otherwise do? Not really. Really not really. I don't want to eat that 11 though. My only defend is 2 cost though, which is not good. It's turns like this where Snecko starts to say, I'm not playing around here, treat me with respect. I think it's Doom and Gloom Fusion. And then Cry, because I have not enough energy. Defend blocking 5 of that just leaves me a sitting duck for next turn, so I think I just have to eat my medicine. Still think of what I could do with 4 energy though. Again, if I fusion dual cast, I end up with 4 energy, then I can defend and strike, I guess, but I'm less well set up for future turns. I'd try my luck at that. It is the play that sees me through with less damage after all, so get my defending going. I can even zap strike for a little bit extra damage. Take 6, be very unhappy about it. And then maybe I am less well set up, although I have Defend Hologram. Defend Hologram Defend is 15 block, that's a full block, and it costs me nothing. It's also my only way to block now, isn't it? There we go. I guess I want... Let me think. Streamline will do 15 damage, but dual striking will do 16, but Streamline... Yeah, I can dual cast and zap, which is probably the better play here. Now he's going to want to try and run away, surely? Yep, we can't be having that, so... Bring in our free dooming and glooming, and then strike him to death. Alright, all in all, pretty happy with how that went. It was an awkward fight, but that's the thing about Snecko, it gives you awkward fights. The thing I like about Snecko is more than just about anything else in this game, you've got to improvise with what you're given. You can craft the most amazing deck, but if everything is free, then oh god, you can play everything, so which do you play? You don't always want to play everything. And even worse, if everything's high cost, you've got to really decide how to weasel your way out of a situation. I don't even need to look at my options. I see Sunder, I click Sunder. It's an energy generator with Snecko in your hand. I've also got an opportunity to set up rather nicely here. I could even bring in 2 zaps for free here, or I could set up with Glacier so that my block game is better. I could even do both. Zap, Glacier, Glacier. Maybe Glacier, Zap. Work my way through them, bring the Dark Orb forward and kill with it. This is certainly not the turn I want to wake you up, right? Probably not. A setup where I have 2 zaps at the ready. Something like this. That's not going to wake you up, unless I strike, but that would be an accident. I quite like my Plasma in play if you don't mind. There's my Plasma. Oof, not a great... I mean, good for damage, bad for the costs on my rolls. Do I wait for next turn? I think I will. Next turn means I'll have more energy, but on the other hand, I've got Sunder here. I love Sunder. I really love Sunder. Sunder at 0 cost. Why am I passing up a 0 cost opportunity to do... It's not really 32 damage. We'd be using Akabeko anyway, but Akabeko brutalizes its way through that overshield. Next turn, there's no real telling what we'll be looking at next turn. I can't say no to a 0 cost Sunder. Go for it. Thump. Zap, zap. Get rid of our curse, embrace the 20 incoming damage, and then we start worrying a little bit. Look at this nonsense. Yikes. He doesn't like it. Zap, hologram, zap. Fusion. Fusion evokes fusion and brings me up to 4 energy. Dual cast evokes fusion twice, brings me up to 4 energy. This allows me to defend and strike, but this is unpleasant. Is it Essence of Steel unpleasant? Yes it is, I already have 60% potion chance. Always a pleasure to see you play, says Amy. Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure to... Well, maybe not always, but it's usually a pleasure to play. Great game. Alright, streamline you because it's free. Double defend because, you guessed it, it's free. Doom and Gloom defend. Does evoke that rather nicely. Do I have Fatal here? 6, 7, 8, 9 on 19? Yeah, I don't think so, but a man can dream. Alright, all things considered, not a terrible amount of damage to take off of the late Lagavulin. And Bag of Marbles is an excellent prize, especially with the Anchor. Turn 1 enemies are vulnerable and I'm well protected, means I can go all out attack with Akabeko. That suddenly makes Doom and Gloom an amazing thing to pool on turn 1. And it's all the more likely because we have the ability to draw cards aplenty. I have 0 powers, so Amplify is a bit of a trap. Skim is a lovely draw card when it's nice and cheap. It's not always nice and cheap. I'm gonna take it though. It's one of those cards that you never seem to find it when you really want it, so let's grab it. Ooh, remove Transformer upgrade. Upgrading Sunder for dealing 8 more damage is terrific. Removing a strike is terrific. Transforming a strike is terrific. See, I don't mind being given bad choices. Choosing the least bad option is fun and exciting. But choosing the best of 3 amazing options always makes you feel, oh, I wish I'd had that. Wish I had that other bonus I could have had. Upgrade Streamline. Nah, Sunder's got to be the upgrade over Streamline. Sunder's just a better Streamline. But transforming could be anything. Removing is also really good. We have not gotten a head start on our removes, although Snecko is like getting a head start on that. You know what? I will always want to upgrade this Sunder, so let's just upgrade it now. Like I say, it's an energy generator. Let's take on another scrubby hallway fight for that 70% potion chance. Take on another elite for another relic. And hey, this is even easier than the Looter and Slime combo that we faced earlier. Sadly, I do not get my beloved Doom and Gloom, but I'm tempted to Skim. If Skim fails me, I can always Glacier, but I'm hoping for Dual-Cast Fusion to bring me some energy. I did not get Dual-Cast Fusion. Well, I got Bump Kiss here. Kind of makes me very sad. See, I want to smack him hard because he is very vulnerable. But I also need to keep myself alive. Oh well, needs must. I guess I'll strike because it's free. Then I'll strike because it's free. Then I'll defend because it's free. And then you know what? I probably had Fatal. Probably had Fatal. If I just thought a little harder about what I was doing. Doesn't matter though, he's not going to hurt me and he is going to die. Maybe I can take him out in style. Ah, hey, our Essence of Steel is back. Pretty good thing to have against the Guardian. Do I want any of these? Stack, Sweeping Beam, Cold Snap? The answer is no. I have good cards, I can afford to be picky about what I pick up. Half health, we're taking them on, and it's Gremlinob, the rematch. I am stronger than I was before, but does that mean I can take you on easy peasy? I gotta say, turn 1 cost Doom and Gloom is an excellent way to get going with that. Thwack. Adding in the Frosts, because that's block that doesn't evoke his anger. Do I Skim for the chance of getting a 0-cost card during his vulnerable phase? The answer is yes. And although I didn't get it, I narrowed down my card pool, Streamline and Sunder, when he's on 55 health with the Dark Orb there and Dual Cast in there as well. Good chance Gremlinob is dead next turn. Let's take that chance. Well, there's my Streamline and my Dual Cast. Dual Cast does 24, Streamline does 15. I don't think that's fatal, but I'm definitely doing it. Yes, he's angry. Could even say he's very angry. Extremely angry, livid if you will. And I will take a little bit of damage, unless I wanted to pot my way through. Do I though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think it's worth the 4 damage it would mitigate. I'll use it on the boss. Bonk. And then farewell. That's the Sunder that would have spared me that little bit of damage. I didn't get a potion, which is good. I got Ink Bottle, a very annoying relic. I'm not very good at keeping my eye on it, so this relic is just randomly draw cards sometimes. Thunderstrike. I was musing about this card earlier on. I don't like it. It's great when you have a big old thunder build. We don't. Not at all. The only lightning we really get is through Zap and... God forbid. Anytime... well, oh no, of course we don't have Cracked Core. We don't even channel the Lightning Orb at the start. I knew something was wrong about what I was saying. The next card you play goes on top of the drop pile. Not so hot with Snecko. Can be, but... I don't think Rebound is worth it. Snecko and Sunder is lovely. It's very, very lovely. Didn't I end up with 5 Sunders at one point? I don't think I need to rest before Guardian, although one badly bricked hand and I'll be wishing that I had. But I don't think I'm that hungry for upgrades. Yeah, Glacier, Streamline, and Skim are all tempting upgrades. Might be better just to not take the risk on dying to Guardian. Because I just need 1 or 2 bad rolls against him and he floors me. It's not like I have focus build that sets me up and keeps me good. I'm dependent on draw. So for that reason alone, we'll play it safe for the rest. Your thought process on Act 1 must be burn every resource you can to get as strong as possible. Greed is very good. Oh well, here we go. Straight away I can put him into pathetic form. Kind of a shame, because I'd love to get my fusion in play, but how can I say no to just going thwack? The answer is I cannot. Enjoy your thwackening. I'm going to set up my Frosties. More cards I play, the more I evoke the ink bottle, but I'm not going to dual cast. That would lose me some of my Frosties. In comes 10, a joke of an attack. Such of a joke that I would quite like to get Sunder back in my hand. But only if I could also block. Maybe I'll take that free Glacier back. Hologram Glacier... Hologram Fusion? No, I don't think so. Give me that Glacier back, please. Then we... Skim... Damn right we skim. Ooh, Doom and Gloom or Streamline. Take the 1 less damage to get my Dark Orb out. I'll also strike you because it's free. Frost Orbs with no focus just always seems so sad to me. Right, he's not messing around, but fortunately for me, neither am I. Let's get that Dark Orb searched so that it can do some serious damage. Defend, Streamline, sure, but I could Sunder, which will do considerably more damage. Caveat is I will take retaliatory damage. Or actually, will I? Block for 4. Yeah, Sunder's the right play here. Eat it. Yay, I drew Scam. Thanks, Ink Bottle. What would I do without you? Currently, I defend myself rightfully with the Frosty Orbs, but let's skim. We might get dual cast at the low cost. Ah, well, defend actually gives us the opportunity to smack you once again. Could I smack you once more? Not without taking some damage back, so we'll leave it at that. Now he wants to hit me pretty hard, but I want to hit him pretty hard right back. Need to think, can I put him into his shell? I need to deal 50 damage. Dual casting this only does 36. 46, 50, but that's... I don't have the energy for that. Yes. So what's the counterplay here? Do I just fusion to hit him once with that, and then dual cast my Frosty Orb to block? Doodly doodly. Doodly doodly. Well, I gotta remember I have this defend. That defense is free. Feels a shame not to get the extra damage in, though. I do like the extra damage. So I mean, the high cost cards, they hurt, that's why I wanted my fusion in play early. But I'd really rather avoid taking damage wherever possible, so I almost certainly should make my way towards the evocation. Whomph. Kashunk, kashunk. That's good enough. Not great, but good enough. And now I get to enjoy actually having 4 energy for realsies. Glacier Sunder, Glacier Sunder. I was going to send him into his clamped up form, so I want to deal a bit of damage ahead of time. Otherwise my strike would not have gotten through that. Ink bottle, thanks! We drew a 2-cost skin that we wouldn't have wanted, so that was probably good. Playing Zac freely evokes the plasma, bringing me up to 6 energy this turn. But I don't really need that 6 energy, it's probably better just to defend, and take nothing. I don't even need to defend a second time, do I? I can be happy enough taking 1, but why take 1 if we can take none? If we can take none. Had to double check the maths in my head. It was complicated stuff, you know. Alright, let's have a bazillion energy. Let's have a bazillion block. Let's smack you with Sunder. Shall we smack you again? I do like smacking people. Thwack. You know, I like thwacking people to death. Get out of here, Guardian. Easy fight. Why I rested, the world would never know, and I subconsciously set up the ink bottle on the perfect number. We get our choice between Core Surge, Fission, and Electrodynamics. Electrodynamics will make me start wishing that I'd taken the Thunder Strike earlier, but not much. It's gotta be Core Surge, right? It's an attack, and we actually like attacks with this defect due to the turn 1 vulnerabilities. And the artifact means when I find based cognition, we are already victorious. So come to me, Core Surge. Not the world's biggest fan of Fission if it's not upgraded. And if it is upgraded, I want to be playing around with orbs a lot more through capacitors, so it was not something I was willing to think about. Right, we have Snecko, meaning I do not want the Pyramid. Sometimes the Pyramid can work, but you need to have very good control over your hand, something like an Ironclad with a lot of exhaust. Or a Silent with a lot of discard. So what am I hoping for? I definitely want an Energy Relic. Which Energy Relic would I like? I don't know. Give me options. Well, none of these, that's for sure. Legitimately none of these. This is almost a skip. This is no. I'm not good enough at the game to play without seeing enemy intents. This is a no, because it robs me of all of my money, and this is a no, because it robs me of all of my potions, whilst I sit here at 80 potion chance, with some good-ish potions. Yeah, I do keep the 300 gold, but I'll never get gold again. Am I willing to trade, what would it be, like 500 gold for 1 energy per turn? I don't know about that. Does mean I want to rush to a shop and spend every dollop of gold that I have. Really don't like ectoplasm, but I think it's the wisest choice. I guess there's an argument for Sozu. Not a good one. It has fewer counter synergies than ectoplasm. Ectoplasm just makes all money-making relics you get useless. I'm gonna go Sozu. I want the energy, and I'm willing to sacrifice potions for that, and then just hold on to the potions that I have forevermore. It's weird that it sets potion chance to 0. The potions do spawn, it's just Sozu glugs them down. Right, what are we looking at? Am I that scared of Act 2 elites? Unusually for me, not really. I do need to go to the shops, though. Shop, and then if we're feeling particularly spicy, we've got to take on the 3 elite path if I want spicy. Not only is it 3 elites, it's 3 elites with no rest at all between them. That is not a great choice. What's my chicken alternative? 1 elite, 2 elite. I love Act 2 events. Oh boy, that's not looking great. But sometimes you just gotta make do with not great. Oh boy, yeah, horrible act layout. Let's go for it. Right, double thieves. Where's my beloved dark hit thing? I should probably skim because these options are not good. Glacier is a good option, especially when it's free. Look at that, we've already got all the block we need, although I don't get to take advantage of her vulnerability like this unless I feel like streamlining. I'm not sure I do. I don't quite full block, but it's full block enough. Not a good setup, really. Not a good setup at all. It almost makes me want to hologram back the skim, but I can't reasonably afford that. Alright, well, needs must. Let's deal some damage. And then let's eat some tasty regret. Oh god, I'm never getting this money back! Thanks, ectoplasm. Oh, this is terrible. This is unbelievably terrible. Right, well, let's sunder one of these muggers out of existence. Get our energy redeemed. Yeah, that was just 40 gold gone, and there wasn't much I could do about it. Even if I block these suckers, they take my dosh. It's free, it's free. Doom and Gloom Core Surge, that's what it's got to be. You didn't take ectoplasm. Oh, I didn't take ectoplasm, lovely. Alright. Still mad at you guys, so you're still gonna die. Oh, come on, Lizard, we're not doing a challenge run here. No need to be a moody old sow. I wasted my ink bottle there, but what are you to do? Alright, thank god I didn't take ectoplasm. Then why did I root through the shops? Do I want another glacier, or do I want to rip and tear? I want another glacier. I still want to go to the shop, so I've got plenty of dollary dues. Ooh, your rightmost orb triggers its passive an additional time. It's kind of like having loop in play for free. I'm way behind on my removes. I'd love to start getting rid of those strikes. Yeah, there's Hand of Greed. Hand of Greed is Hand of Good. The cards that I'm afforded here are not particularly great. Glacier's nice, but I already have 2 of them. Future card rewards have 1 additional card to choose from. I don't like this compared to the wheel that gives you an additional card reward. Although that one only applies to regular fights, this applies to all of them. Cauldron for potions is useless. I wonder if you can actually buy it, or if the Sozu blocks it. The Sozu blocks buying potions. I'm a little tempted by gold-plated cables, but since I'm already routing into another shop, I think I'll just take my card remove and move on. Get out of here, Strike. Could take events. I do like events. I don't get potions from fights anymore, so maybe just doing that's a better option, and I do love events, Act 2 events. For example, get mutagenic strength. 3 strength on turn 1 when my enemies are vulnerable. Sadly, we don't really have the cards to take advantage of that. But that's still pretty good. 3 strength Akabeko, turn 1 Sunder or Doom and Gloom could just turn an entire fight around. Jax, not so much. I can't be throwing my health away. We don't have any kind of sustenance. Transforming 2 strikes is another amazing choice. But since I take mutagenic strength so infrequently, I've just got to go for it. Yum, yum, yum. That's the kind of thing that I think Ironclad and Watcher are far more preferable to have. An unplayable innate Writhe. I don't like it. And this is a 100% chance on High Ascension. It's only 50% on lower. I am just about at a place where I can remove it, so I think I will take it. It's essentially free. Meat on the freaking bone! Here we go. If we're under half health, heal 12. That is amazing substance. Defragment is nice. Defragment is very nice, especially when you upgrade it. I love medical kit, but there's no going around it. I've got to get rid of that Writhe. I do love defrag. Not nearly as much as I love bias configuration. Barrage is really nice as well, if you have the setup for it. There's Battle Unit, who thinks that Cookie Clicker is a punishment game. Right. I think I want that defrag, but I will want to upgrade it. The problem is I have no opportunity to upgrade it anytime soon. It's not true, I could upgrade it here. Meat on the Bone makes me feel a whole lot better about taking the spicy path. Does defragment make me feel better about taking the spicy path? It's only 1 focus, though. have to pay for it. Yeah. Wish I could have a medical kit. I love my medical kit. Enlightenment with Snecko. Yeah, but Enlightenment itself needs to be drawn at 0 or 1 cost to be worth playing. Uses up vital deck space. Sure, it can save me in a tangle, but I think more often than not it's just going to cost me. Speaking of Cookie Clicker, I've had a browser tab open on Cookie Clicker for a couple of days. Oh, you're better than that, Baron. Play Magic Research 2. It's a much better idle game. But, you know, do what you enjoy, but I think you'd enjoy that more. Right, Defragment. Going once, going twice. Oh, man, I really don't know about that. I love Focus, but without the upgrade, it's kind of paltry. 1 Focus, I'd rather have 2. Well, it's not really competing for upgrades, is it? Nothing else I'm dying to upgrade. Skim is a nice upgrade, granted. And Streamline is pretty good, although it's falling off fast as we go further into the game. I think I'll take that defrag. Might never see another Source of Focus. Alright, give me that turn 1 low-cost Doom and Gloom. Or give me that turn 1 normal-cost Doom and Gloom. I'm certainly glad I've got Anchor, because Gremlin Leader is immediately coming in with the Pain Train. I will kill all of your little grotty friends in 1 shot. I want my fusion around so that I can evoke it if the going is good. I'll get my fusion, get my defense. I cannot Glacier and Gloom and Doom. But I am Gloom and Doom, right? There's no question that that is happening. And I guess I'll just Core Surge you for the extra damage going in. Do I want to... No. Those potions are for emergencies, because we will never get any more. By the way, by playing Artifact, I kept the 3 strength. Artifact actually blocks the strength down effect, which is just scrumptious. Not a good turn for damage. Not a good turn for many things. Even if I Glacier Skim, I only have 2 energy to put it to use. What if I Skim Glacier, though? Skim has a reasonable chance of drawing Dual Cast. At low cost, it generates energy. It did draw Dual Cast, and it was free, so please give me that extra energy. Now I have options. Those options include hologramming back some serious damage. Also, my Doom and Gloom is in play for additional pain. Fusion back. Bring back Fusion, just unload you with strikes. Odds are he's going to summon and then buff them. I don't think he's going to hit me with his big attack again. But we still haven't seen our beloved Sunder or Streamline. They're coming together. How many options here? Strike and Strike aren't that hot. Fusion for better options down the line. I already have 4 energy. That's less important. I think I just need to get the damage going now. Thwonk. Thwack. Thwack. Oh, nice thwack. But here's another question. I could Glacier to evoke this for 12 and keep myself better defended against oncoming threats, but no, I'd rather just have that Gremlin Leader exceedingly dead. Alright. Nice looking Sunder there. Why is he doing 35? Oh, right. Probably the mutagenic strength is kicking in. Why are you still alive? This is unacceptable. It's Streamlined Sunder, and that just kills you, right? I was hoping for Doom and Gloom just to do it with extra vigor. But yes, just hitting hard is an excellent strategy in this game. Really, until you get to the heart, it's a strategy that will win the whole way. Ooh, a Juke Pot! I really like Juke Pot. Oh, thanks, Sozu. This is almost certainly a pass. A Cool-Headed's pretty damn sweet. It upgrades to 2 draw, but I have amazing cards right now, and I don't want to water them down with cards that are not amazing. We took no damage. I thought he hit us for 1. Well, let's just say we took no damage there. I'm feeling pretty confident about taking on the triple elite with no rest sites. Yeah, Panto is nice. That heals 50 at the end of Act 3. Because it does trigger for each of those bosses. Now, this is a guy that you do not like seeing on Act 2. But he doesn't like seeing you with a 0-cost, mutagenic strength, vulnerable Sunder. So how about you just get the hell out of my face, shelled parasite? I want nothing to do with you. Distilled Chaos, not a bad... Oh, we can't have it. Thank you, Sozu. And upgraded Recycle only means it's free, which is useless with Snacko. That's a skip. Starting to wish I'd gotten the extra question card relic now, but we made our choices. If you artifact turn 1, the strength bonus stays for the rest of the fight. Neat? Yeah, unless it blocks something else, but that's unlikely. Book of Shanking. Reading about Glasgow is bad for your health. This fight is a damage race, and I don't have my awesome turn 1 damage sources. I think this is a skim for better options. Not necessarily better options here. Not thrilled about any of this. Look at the high cost. 3, 2, 3, 3. Another 3, another 3. Both my glaciers are high cost. There is that dual cast Glacier, but then I'm wasting the turn 1 vulnerability. It does let me full block. And I like the idea of full blocking, because this guy fills me with painful stabs if I don't. It keeps the Akabeko at least. Sure. The vulnerability does not apply to orb damage, sadly. Alright. 7 by 3, not pleasant. We'll get Sunder and Street. See, these are the cards I wanted turn 1 where they were vulnerable. That would have been something. Oof. Looking like a rough turn here. Almost certainly want that defragment in play. Get the Streamline deployed. Let's see what we draw as well. Just a regular defend. Not bad, though. But better to play the defend that actually can be played. Take our painful stab of double wounding, and they get shuffled in and more than likely drawn, but they didn't get drawn. But what if they were drawn? There's my wound. Right, he's coming in with the big guns. We need to respond in kind. I miss my mutagenic strength. I could actually hollow back that skim for even more. Let's do what we can to clear our hand a little bit. Hollow Skim because Skim is free. Get myself some nice block options and evoke these orbs. That's my brilliant idea so far. I mean, a free defend is nice to have back as well, but so too is a free Glacier. How about that? Now I'm full blocking. I'm frame perfect. I'm frame freaking perfect. I'm actually just going to evoke this right now, so that I can do more damage and just ensure that you are one extremely dead Book of Stabbing. I'm playing superfluous cards just because of Ink Bottle. The more I play, the more I evoke. And speaking of evoking, goodbye. Nice. When you see a book, burn it. When you see the oddly smooth stone, click it. 1 dexterity means every block that I play cards to get will be 1 more. That won't apply to, say, my Frost Orbs, but if I played Glacier, it would block for 8 instead of 7. Doesn't sound like much, but it could be quite nice. Chill can be nice, but at random cost it can be significantly less nice. This is another skip. I've been skipping a lot of cards because I'm quite picky about what we get. Ancient Tea Set. 2 more energy. First combat after a rest. We're fighting a Automaton of Fun. I actually might take the Sapphire Key over the Tea Set. I don't think I hurt for energy that much. I got 4 energy, Snacko, and we have Plasma Orbs. So I think I'll take the chance on the next chest being better. Is that wise? I don't know about that. The Act 3 boss comes after a rest, and so does turn 1 Spear and Shield. Give me the Tea Set. Save regret for later. Well, it's a rematch. I'm still feeling strong. Although this time I do not have my kill everyone command. I do, however, have my energy generating sunder. Sunder, hollow, sunder, play everything. But I want to kill Gremlin Leader. Let's play this the aggressive way. I should have counted before I did that, but I didn't want to count. And for that, I will suffer, but only slightly. And by only slightly, I mean maybe not at all. That was so close to death on Gremlin Leader turn 1 if I'd just drawn a better card with Ink Bottle. But I didn't. But pretty much anything kills you right now, so goodbye Gremlin Leader. Thwonk. And I was able to do that because I've not been grabbing all those mediocre cards. Add card to your deck is not a command, it is a suggestion, but Bag of Preparation is a command. It is a command to win the game. Not only do we start turn 1 drawing 9 now, if it's after a rest, we have 2 extra energy, making it 6. We get one of the 3 keys necessary. Oh! If there is ever a card that you want with Snecko, it's Meteor Strike. It says 5 cost, but Snecko at most draws at cost 3, so you're always saving 2 cost. Additionally, you channel 3 Plasma, which evokes normally to give you 6 energy total. So even at the highest draw cost, Meteor Strike is an energy generator. Get in my deck. Alright, hello Snecko. You will be the first of potentially many to meet the Meteor Strike. Kaboom! Then we evoke them. Then we end up with more energy than we started with. Then I Core Surge, so I don't lose my mutagenic strength. Then I Skim to get some better options. Then I play Fusion to evoke Fusion and get more Fusion power. Then I need to wait a minute and consider what I'm doing here. Do we have Fatal, actually? Let's find out. Let's smack you with that. I'm gonna Glacial to move Dark Orb to the front. And then strike, and you're pretty much dead. In fact, you're entirely dead. Goodbye. Thank you, Sosu. Meme Cell for 2 vulnerable. Tempting, because we have big, heavy-hitting attacks. Tempting enough to take, in fact. I wouldn't bother, but it has a plus on it, and that makes it our only source of enemy debuffing whatsoever. I will absolutely take it. And yeah, that one hologram I took is already paying dividends. I want another. I would even pay for another one in a shop. Probably even if it wasn't upgraded. But, you know, upgraded is better. Are you ready for the Wheel of Change? Give me the wheel of your spare change, gremlin. Lest I drop the meteor on you. See, all you have to do is ask. Thank you for the 200 gold? Yeah, that's alright. And then we can... God, we took almost no damage during that heavy gauntlet. Meteor Strike for 6 extra damage? No, it's got to be Defragment for 2 additional focus. Skim for +1 draw is nice, but I really want some additional focus. Doubles the power of my Frost Orbs right there. Right, Centurion and Mystic. I've been told the Centurion is a bloke, but I think it's a lass. I got the long eyelashes, the maybe hair coming out of the top, the childbearing hips. Right, what are we looking at here? We're looking at 6 energy courtesy of Ancient T-Set, but we're also looking at high cost Unpleasantry. Like Beam Cell costing 2. Defragment, Fusion, Glacier does not allow me to Core Surge my way into preserving mutagenic strength. But I'm not dealing any damage here, which is unfortunate. I think maintaining the strength is well worth it, though. I might actually forgo the defragment. It's not worth it, all things considered. Instead, I shall surge my core. I'll get my Glacier with my Fusion. Wish I could beam cell with this, but I cannot. There we go, I will be alright with this. There we go, maintain that +3 strength. A rare thing to see on Defect, that's for sure. You're blocking, which is great. I thought you'd attack me, but if you won't attack me, maybe I will attack you. Oh god, yes. Sunder generates 3 energy, draws a card, and then Meteor Strike pretty much does the rest. Give me that skim, evoke that for energy, doom and gloom you, streamline you, play a 3-cost strike, because we're that mad, and then finish you off by dropping an entire meteor on you. I played that extra card just so Ink Bottle was set up on 9. Bullseye, Barrage, Claw. We don't really use our orbs to deal that much damage, even the darkness is an afterthought right now, so I say no to all of these. Alright, Automaton. Could upgrade Skim, or I could Recall already. And I think I will, because whilst there are things that are nice to upgrade, there's nothing that is pivotal to the run to upgrade. Whereas we could find one later when I need that. Alright, Automaton. Let me. It'll be me getting turn 1 Core Surge to preserve my mutagenic strength, and turn 1 Doom of Gloom to get my Dark Orb in play on the front. Additional Glacier set up for Ice, and we've got a good thing going. Same with Fusion. Let's do it. We also stripped away one of your artifact, which blocks debuffs, but let's not worry too much about that. Core Surge, draw for Zap, pretty pitiful Zap. There's opportunity here to evoke this fusion immediately, so I'm going to skim and see if we can get dual cast. We cannot get dual cast, okay. What I can do is Glacier to evoke, end up with 3 energy, which allows me to defrag. And also hollow back something, including that fusion, but no. I think I'd be better off just getting a defrag, get the better block option operational already. Costly, but I'll take it. There we go. We're strength up, we are focus up, we have 3 orbs in play already, and it's only turn 2. And Sunder does work on minions. Meteor also works on minions. Together this does over 60 damage. You're going to steal my rarest card in the draw pile, and that's a joke. You'll take either dual cast or streamline. Better focus on the one that's dealing damage then. This will give me all of the defense that I think I need. Thwomp. Don't you hurt me. Okay, that's plenty defense, and now I don't even know what to do with this damage and defense. I guess I'll just... Oh, Ink Bottle will draw. You'll take dual cast from me, you monster. So the orbs take the highest rarity cards that you have from your draw pile. It's unusual to get to your bottom of your deck by that time, but we did, and oh no. Not only that, when I kill him, I get dual cast. And you know what dual cast means? It means lots and lots of energy that I probably can't even play. But I can skim, hollow, skim, and end up with a bucket of everything. So let's do exactly that. I feel bad overkilling you with this. Let's skim first. Yeah, I guess I'm overkilling you. Bye-bye. I guess that's alright. Could dual cast for even more energy, but we are absolutely hologramming back for more draw, which is the one thing our deck truly lacks currently. Clear up my deck a little bit. And with all the energy, I should just play all of the cards, especially trying to strip that artifact, something I said I wouldn't be able to do. Let's be serious for a moment here. He's going to buff and block. Do I want some frostiness in play? My block options next turn are dire, so I think I actually do. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. What's he thinking? Maybe keep fusion at the back. I'm going to be doing that. I may as well dual cast you. And, ooh, that complicates matters. I want dark. But the extra energy is delectable as well. Let's try and build up a dark orb to take you on, shall we? Might play the fusion just so I have the best of all worlds. Sure, I'll take some damage next turn. Actually, Hyper Beam does have the potential to outright annihilate me if it lines up badly for me. Keep these. And just play cards to bring forward the ink bottle. Okay, he's going to hit me for this, and then I think he buffs up for the Hyper Beam. Glacier just solves my problems here. There we go. On top of that, I guess I just hit you with Sunder. It's free, and it's not going to kill you. Strike you down. No point zapping. None that I can think of, at least. Now he's going to buff up and then Hyper Beam. That's when I absolutely want to have my defenses ready. Can bust through that artifact layer in its entirety. But this Meteor Strike comes at a poor time. I'd want it next turn to evoke all of this on him. What are my better options here? Now hang on. I can Meteor Strike Jewel Cast. And then I can pretty much hologram back whatever I want or need, including more Meteor Striking. Could also dual cast you for the extra damage. If I dual cost Meteor Strike, hollow back Meteor Strike, then I'll have a lot of everything on my hands, which sounds good. Also get to draw more, which is nice. Smack you with that. And then hollow back the same Meteor Strike to evoke those plasma orbs and end up with a bazillion energy. Then I want my glaciers. I really need those in play. Or in place, rather. For when things hit the fan. And they're going to hit the fan next turn. Artifact is now gone. Do damage while we can. Get Ink Bottle set up. And then I wish I could keep that with calipers or something. Instead, I'm eating 58 to the face. We must attempt to do something about that. Fusion evokes the fusion, which is a good start. Does it for free as well. Getting skimmed to have more options is grand. Although not necessarily cheap. Hey, there's our 2 turns of Vulnerable Meme Cell. Go! Also draw for me. Ooh, Glacier coming in clutch. Excellent. Okay, in that case. Doom and Gloom to get the dark out. Glacier to evoke that. Get some extra defenses going. Hologram back. Oh, 3-cost hologram never feels great. But hologram back the Glacier for more frostiness. Pretty much a full block, if not entirely a full block. He's going to need some time to cool off after that. Alright, we've got this done and dusted. Just tank the entire Hyper Beam to the face, and then put an end to the Bronze Automaton's vile machinations. 7... what's Sunder? 1 cost. Good. Bye. Ink Bottle set up on 9. No damage taken that fight. Why do I even have meat on the bone? Opportunities. 2 core searches means double the odds of negating the power down from mutagenic strength. Machine learning 1 extra draw is rather nice. Don't even need it innate. Shuffle all cards into the draw pile and draw 4. Pretty sweet. I'm hard pressed to say no to the core surge. Because I love Artifact. And it's a good straight-up 1-cost 11 damage card, if nothing else. I'll take it. The other cards did not enable that much. Ooh, Sacred Bark! That would go amazing with Sozu. By amazing, I mean it would be pitiful. Nuclear battery is 1 extra energy in every fight, and we can evoke it for even more energy. It's very nice to have, and it is strictly better than Slaver's Collar, so... it's not strictly better, I guess. If you evoked it on a bad turn, then yeah, you end up with not getting its energy, but it's gotta be Nuclear Battery given these choices, albeit 5 energy Snecko, that is just victory handed to you on a silver platter. So let's try not to cock things up now. We've already taken out the Spicy Elite. We are very good on money. We're pretty good on relics. We just want some better everything, especially cards. We're only a 23 card deck, and we've only removed 1 strike. We could stand to remove more strikes, we could stand to add some more amazing cards, especially cards that let us scale. I'm really looking for either more defragments or biased cognition so that we can get some focus play going, couple that together with maybe an additional orb slot card. I forget its name. Capacitor. Capacitor would be sweet. Although Capacitor has some downsides, it does stop you from being able to evoke your cards or your orbs quite so easily. Merchants are high priority here. I could hit 3 of them. That's overkill. Act 3 events are just delectable though. I could get almost nothing but if Act 3 events here. But that does block me from going to you. I think I'll take fight, event, fight, shop. Event, unless I'm truly battered and bloody, the elite. Or if I had something, an upgrade is so good that an elite probably wouldn't be as good. There's no merchants towards the end, so depending on the money situation, if we're feeling golden, we go this way. If we're feeling normal, we get the upgrade, the key, another upgrade. Oh man, forget the merchant route. If I'm not going to be taking you, then I want 2 early merchants here. Yeah, and then forget this. 2 upgrades sacrificed just to go to that merchant? I think not. And then if we feel like an elite, we do the elite. Otherwise, we get out of here. A really good act layout in my book, but I'm not that great at judging them. Right, Thorny Lads. I'm not sure I have much of a Spiker solution, but I do like a 0-cost defragmentation. And I do like just getting rid of the Exploder immediately. The artifact will preserve mutagenic strength. And now I just need to block enough that these things can't hurt me. At the very least, they don't really do much damage. What am I thinking? I can hit one of them for free, courtesy of my anchor, giving me a turn 110 block, but it's not a great time to have all of this aggression here. Could also very slowly tear them apart with things like lightning, but how about we just start tearing you apart? Could I block and attack you again? It's a shame that's my best block card. I'd probably rather have Fusion in play for more energy. And if I'd rather, then I will. Yeah, don't want to play these. They would strike me back. Become more powerful than I can possibly imagine. Sunder is a Spiker solution! Hey, look, it's Sunder! Hey, would you look at that? Sunder is just not nearly powerful enough to be our Spiker solution. Well, what if it were? Right, let's play make-believe. What if it were? Goodbye, Spiker. Guess we'll start chipping away at the other Spiker. What do you got for me, Ink Bottle? Oh, hello, Glacier. God, I wish I had calipers. I do not know what hits first, the evocation of the Frost Orbs or the counterattack on the Thorns. Anybody know in chat? Or should we do some science to find out? I don't really want to take 9 damage of science. Would I be willing to take 3 damage of science? No, I can't even afford to play that. I'm quite certain it would counterattack, and I don't want to risk 9 damage over it. We'll heal back damage at the boss battle anyway, yeah, but we've got to get through the entire act here. This is just our first fight. Alright, well there's absolutely no incentive for me to take anything here that I can avoid. He cannot hurt me as long as I've got these. Alright. Let's see, do we evoke or do you counter-attack? Counter-attack before the evocation. There, see, now we know. Isn't knowing so much fun? I guess I can strike you with impunity, but now I don't have defense and I still need to kill you. Well, zapping will do something about that. Oh nuts, I should have set up my ink bottle better than I just did. Surge you, don't take the counter damage. And then, if you're dead anyway, just flip. Poorly played, with Ink Bottle only on 3, but I really don't like playing around with Ink Bottle. I will actually take the Cool-Headed because it's draw. It's Channel Frost on a deck that now kind of has Focus Build, and that draw 2 is delicious. So, come to me Cool-Headed. And come to me Shop, I am rich beyond measure. Give me some awesome relics. Don't offer me awesome potions, I can't have them. I know people love Prismatic Shard, I'm not one of them, so we're not having that. I don't have powers for Heat Sink, Recursion, Leap is not good enough, Sweeping Beam is a poor Snacko card, Doom and Gloom we already have, Dramatic Entrance isn't really worth it, especially since it gets randomized in cost, and Master Strategy is an amazing card that gets a lot less amazing with Snacko. Pair is the only thing here worth having, and it's not worth having enough, so we're just going to remove a strike and carry on with our days. Any shop you can get a good remove on is hardly a terrible shop. If anything, it's just an opportunity to save money for the next place. Ooh, match and keep! There are 2 pairs of curses here. It is entirely possible that you get a curse here beyond your control. And that possibility is currently 1 in 11. Whew! Okay. Could get machine learning. We are lacking powers, and the extra draw just makes our draw all that better. Yeah, that was terrifyingly close on the shame. Do we want machine learning? Let's keep it in mind. We can grab it if we want it. Oh, crumbs. I'm not getting that doubt. No way. I'll take a known thing not to take it. Recursion. I don't want recursion. Ah, I got recursion. I shouldn't have even clicked here. What was I hoping for? Right, the question is, do we take machine learning or not? Or do we take a risk on another card? Machine learning's nice enough to take. It doesn't need an upgrade. Ugh, that recursion was bad, but... yeah, better than a curse. And it's not something I'd be so keen to remove. Self-repair is unnecessary since we have meat on the bone. Amplify could double play our card, but it only applies in that one turn. Needs you to draw them both at the same time. Would I take an unupgraded hologram? Would I take the prayer wheel? Would I take the toolbox? Toolbox gives me a 10-card draw turn 1. That's pretty sweet. At the start of each combat, choose one of 3 random colorless cards. Add the chosen card into your hand, not deck. It will not be Snecko costed the first time we see it, and it'll be colorless, so it could be something amazing like Master Strategy. I'm going to take the toolbox and probably the card remove. But I am eyeing up that potential hologram. More Sunder? Sunder is nice, but I'd rather just have the Sunder right now and play it more often. We keep a pretty lean deck, although we just fattened it up a bit. Man, the infinite hologram is maybe too much to gamble on. I think I'll take the toolbox and the remove. That's pretty good. Bye-bye strikes, bye-bye money, bye-bye merchant. Take our mystery event. The mystery event is just a hallway fight, and it's, hello, Apotheosis. You might not actually be worth it. It's a shame I don't get to see my draw. Enlightenment for 0 cost. Now that would be worth it. Look at all these high-cost cards. I don't want to pay for these high-cost cards. Let's have them become not high-cost cards. It only reduces, it does not increase costs. Look at that double core surge. This guy is so very dead. I'm actually cool-headed for the extra draw immediately. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is very, very nice. I can recurse to get some extra energy. Recursion immediately paying dividends. And then we Glacier, because it's free. And then we Meteor Strike, because it kills. And you know what, I shouldn't have even been thinking about these things. I should just be thinking about killing you. And I'm thinking a lot about killing you. I'm going to play cards just to set up Ink Bottle a little better. Because right now you are already dead. Already very dead. Already extremely dead. There's no way I can preserve your life any further. I'll take 7 on Ink Bottle. Nice potion. If only we could have it. Turbo. Not if it's not upgraded, and even if it were, probably still no. Applying 2 weak to an enemy is kind of like having block. Not the worst card in the world, but I think we pass on. Do we take on elites around here, or do I really want an upgrade? I would go for the upgrade if I'd taken the... whatchamacallit? The hologram, to make it a holo plus. As it stands, is there anything here that I'm gagging to upgrade? Recursion plus is a useless upgrade. Skim plus is still desirable. But that's about it. Skim plus, and I'd rather have a relic over that. So come to me, Giant Head. You don't want Panic Button. I might want Trip. Shuffle 3 random skills to put in your draw pile. They cost 0 this combat. I'm quite certain that 0 this combat gets re-randomized by Snecko, so you can't trust it. So it's just pay 2 for 3 random skills that I probably don't want. Just give me Trip. The extra vulnerable on Giant Head is very welcome. Cool-headed for free and drawing 2. That's nice. Next card I play draws through Ink Bottle. My deck is very heavy right now. Look at all those costs, they're unpleasant. Okay, Glacier's certainly acceptable, and it gives me a bit of extra energy on a turn where I'm needing some energy. Also, that. Get defragments to the blocks blockier. Could I hologram back something? Could hologram back Trip, actually. And I should be more focused on dealing damage, though, so that's probably Doom and Gloom Core Surge. What else is it, though? I don't have a single one-cost card here. Yeah, Toolbox answer to Snecko RNG. The problem is it doesn't draw. It doesn't draw my cards at that time. So I don't know what I have in my hand. That makes taking something like Enlightenment a bit of a risk, because if everything's already 0 or 1 cost, it's useless. Alright, not a bad turn 1 against Giant Head. I was actually hoping for better. The high cost cards did a disservice to me. Artifact will block the negative effect, so this is a free turn for me. Let's try and make it worth our while. Ugh, I want you in play, but my god, you're expensive. Skim is also expensive, but I think I'd rather have the card that does something. I won't even draw with Ink Bottle, this is sad. Okay, 2 pretty sad turns back to back, but our setup is so good that that wasn't even a problem. Now we put the shoe on the other foot. I want to Meteor Strike. It sucks to use my attack first, because every card you play makes this guy take 10% more damage, and there's no upper limit to that. If I drew with Skim, I would draw another card because of Ink Bottle, and I'd lose it. So I actually think it's Defend first, see what we end up with. Sunder, that's rather nice. Then I can play Skim. Now we've got decent options. Well, they're better than decent, they're not half bad. I'm loath to play this first, but let's just get in there because I need to evoke these orbs through the power of things like Glacier. Probably should have played Fusion, would have actually played out there. Hell, it'll still play out. The orb layout stays pretty much the same, and the Giant Head is yet more weak to my advance right now, and my advance is pretty much everything I can do. Including defending. Let's see, I got 5 energy. Do I want to play the Zap? Not really, but I'll play it anyway. Then we strike, gloom, doom, sunder. And now there's not much left of you. But there's plenty left of me, giant head. Of course, he's not playing around anymore. He wants me extremely dead. But I don't want me extremely dead, so let's trip him up. Then hollow back our girl, the Meteor Strike, play the Meteor Strike, and then wonder what happened to the giant head. He turned into a data disk, giving us +1 focus. Immensely good. Doesn't work with our plasma orbs whatsoever, but it certainly works with frosty orbs. If that cool head had had a plus on it, I might take it. As it stands, it's a skip. Now, that was certainly worth foregoing a campfire for, especially since we're still not taking any damage. Mind Blast won't do much damage. If it were an attack all, I'd take it, but 2 cost for not that much damage? I'm not taking it. It's probably Dark Shackles. It's the most blocky block card we have. Oh, right, that's useless. Well, I'll tell you what this is. This is Ink Bottle Fodder and slightly Artifact Stripper. Get out of here. Can recurse you for energy, which I will do. That allows me to get Machine Learn down with relative impunity. Yeah, maybe just get rid of one of these repulsors. They fill you up with the dazed. Otherwise, I'm going to draw one, courtesy of Defend, Glacier. No, I'm not. Okay, then I'm going to dual cast. Then I'm going to draw one. That's what I'm looking for. Womp. Get the Purazuma going, and even kill you. All in all, a good turn. The only downside is I didn't get my artifact to block the mutagenic strength down, but hey-ho. This looks very good. Get the Core Surge, get the Skim. Strip away the last of his artifact, I guess. Give me back that Skim. I would quite like some better options here. I don't block all of that. It's not ideal. Alright, let's change our approach here. Meteor Strike. Evoke that plasma for a bit more energy. Skim, give me opportunities to evoke yet more energy. He's not dead yet. Well, he is, but I don't want to Ink Bottle just yet. So, let us defragment. Glacier to evoke for more. Meme Cell, Core Surge, and then I kill you next turn instead, I think. Yeah, because I got hologram there. If I'm ever not taking a fatal attack on the enemy when it looks like I should be going for fatal, it's to set up Ink Bottle, which, as I often say, I don't like doing. There's our Sunderback, there's our guaranteed kill. Hell, our Doom and Gloom is almost guaranteed kill. Yeah, by and large, I do not like setting up Ink Bottle or any relic that persists between levels, but it's a 20 heart. I can't afford to be taking chances. Self-repair seems unnecessary. Even if we do get beaten up badly, we have meat on the bone to keep ourselves going strong. Cold Snap isn't worth it, so that's a skip. Yeah, I'm having second thoughts about that self-repair. But I don't have any synergies on power play. And at a one-cost power, it's not exactly high-demand stuff. The only power we have... The only powers we have, defragment and machine learning. Snecko is fine, since the RNG 0 to 3 with big cost cards, that's always a win. But it sure is a relic you just don't pick up for no reason. I pick it up for almost any reason. I love the Snecko Eye. And I like to consider myself pretty good at using it at this point. Right, I need to keep in mind that we must take the key here. We don't take the key, we don't fight the heart. Now, what was the upgrade I was looking for? I think it's Skim. Skim up to 4 is rather nice. Yeah. Didn't I turn down a second skim? No, I definitely would have taken a second skim. Oh boy. Massive treasure chest. This is what I had in my head when I was thinking about declining the tea set. I thought, this isn't going to win me the run. I'd rather just take the key and get a nicer relic later, but I thought, I'll get something like the strike relic later. Instead, I get the white... Oh! Yes! Yes! Brilliant choices were made! The white beast statue is literally useless if you have Sozu. Guarantees a potion when you can't take any potions. Give me the third key, and let's get moving. Fight an event or upgrade? Would a card reward be better than an upgrade? There's not a lot really left worth upgrading at this point. It might actually be worth taking the fight. That's more money, another card reward. Also more risk. And it's the same number of events I'm coming out to, too. What is even worth upgrading here? Definitely not Strikes or Defends. Zap and Dual Cast just go down to 0 cost, which is useless with Snecko. 5 extra damage on Streamline is whatever. And then 3 extra block on Glacier. Ugh, it's even worse than I thought. Nope, we have no hunger for upgrades. Not even Machine Learning, which makes it innate. Although innate, draw an additional card for the rest of your everything. That could actually be really nice. However, there's no guarantee it comes out at 1 cost, so that is less valuable to me. Yeah, tell you what, let's take the fight. I don't usually take fights if I can avoid them, but I need to at least look at some more cards, right? We've only found 1 rare card randomly. The other core surges were rewards. The bomb! Oh my, I don't see the bomb often enough. However, what if we had madness? Reduce the cost of a random card to 0. I can get behind some madness. Although, thinking about it, the bomb might have been the better choice. I didn't like its cost, however. Might rethink that one real fast, though. This is unpleasant. Is it Glacier, Hologram, Glacier, just to get some defense going? That would leave me a little extra energy to do something else, but I think it is. That is so sad. A 2-cost Hologram and a 3-cost Glacier. But the alternative is lots of unpleasant damage. Ink Bottle may save the day? Wait, oh boy, did I miscalculate? Yes, I did. Yes, I absolutely did. Yeah, 3, 2, and 3 is 8, and I had 7 energy. Womp womp womp. The only way I could get out of this is if Madness somehow made Hologram plus 0, and that's a low roll, or low odds of happening. Give me a block and a draw, and that's still really bad. Massive cost card, but this is just what Snecko does to you every now and then. My best option is take a chance on Madness. It made Strike 0 cost. Jinkers. Probably should have considered killing one of these things, all things considered. But I didn't consider enough, did I? It's okay, we're gonna get out of this without feeling too much pain. Actually. 36 with 34 incoming. We will get out of this without feeling too much pain. Well, that's a 0-cost strike. It beats a poke in the eye. Come back to me, 0-cost strike. Sad, very sad, but there we go. At least we don't take damage. And this is a really good turn, because you're not having your filthy way with me. Sunder might not be an energy generator, but it will... I think. That's 43. Damn, if I was taking on you instead of you, that would be a lovely fatal blow right there. But what if I Doom and Gloom for 14? And then I can Sunder you, perfectly killing you, giving me back the energy with which I could do just about anything. Cursing that will give me 6 on 6 and 3, which is not perfect block, but Glacier is perfect block. And then some. And now I need to play as many cards as possible to get Ink Bottle. Oh, hello. My ability to play as many cards as possible is here. Whoops. A Dark Orb, right? Probably. feed another potion to Sozu, and then consider another hologram. It's not upgraded. But the way we're going, we're going to have a bonfire with nothing worth upgrading anyway. Give me that hologram. However, machine learning number 2, draw 9 cards every turn. I'm not sold, but I do like hologram. Hello again, my wheelie friend. Are you going to give me your lunch money again? I like the idea of him having a black eye when he comes to me. Make that 2 black eyes. Get out of here, you rapscallion. Where's that shop? I guess we're taking on another elite then. Okay. Okay. Good instinct. Oh, master strategy for sure. Dramatic entrance on all enemies is just an invitation to eat a lot of counterattack damage. And they're not really attacking me much. I think I'll just take master strat. More draw, more better. Immediate regret for my enemies. Could I meteor strike one of you to death? Deals 52, channels through plasma. I'm able to take the counter hit. Yes. Just happy to see fewer of them in general. I want that exploder dead as well, of course. It's 27, meaning I need to deal another 8 damage to you. Beam Cell does that. I don't really care about the added vulnerability. It's a no-brainer just to kill you. And then now we master strat. Get Glacial for extra energy, and then we just focus on killing you. Starting with you. Give me back that Meteor Strike, please. You'll counterattack me, but I already have block, and now I have even more energy. And now I have even more block. That's the way that works. Spiker, you've got to go. And I have once again, unfortunately, set my ink bottle up at 9 when the battle isn't over, so hopefully I can play a bunch more cards. I cannot. I'm forced to kill you like this. So, Plasma, Recursion, Defend, Doom and Gloom. 3 will have to do. Still nothing worth my time. We continue to skip. And now we take on... Is this our first elite? No, second elite. We took on Giant Head. So this is either Reptomancer or Nemesis. Kinda hoping for Repto. It is Reptomancer! Alright, come on. What are we made of here? Flash of Steel is draw 1, which is pretty nice. Secret Technique is interesting. You put a card in your hand. You do not draw a card into your hand. Meaning Sneko's effects will not take effect. If I want to take Skim Plus, for example, I absolutely can. Flash of Steel, however, is draw for free. Thinking Ahead is draw 2, put 1 back on. This is actually really good, Thinking Ahead. Draw 2 additional cards, and then I can take a really good but high cost card and put it back on top of my draw pile to hopefully draw it at a considerably more agreeable cost. And take Thinking Ahead. I don't currently have such a card, but imagine if I did. This has got to be Glacier Cool-Headed for the draw. And of course the block. No point playing Defragment before doing this because focus has no impact on plasma, you just get the energy. God! That's not even fair. Right, what do we do on you then? Do I just focus all out killing on Repto? Because I can Meteor, Hollow Meteor, and just do terrible things, Lawrence. Terrible things. I can get Defragment in play first. More interested in dealing the sweet damage to you. This hologram exhausts, but it exhausts for all the right reasons. Thomp. What I could do is, with Thinking Ahead, I wonder if this draws with Ink Bottle before it draws 2. Did that draw with Ink Bottle? No, Ink Bottle exerted, but it didn't draw. So what I could do is I could take one of these and put it back on so I get it at a lower cost. I don't really want to play many of these things. What do I do with Streamline, for example? So we first stream... if it doesn't matter, why risk it? Because it's cool. So Streamline goes on top and then draws at 0 cost. Now that is cool. Meaning I can just kill one of these daggers, or I could focus Recto. My problem is I can't do much more damage to Recto, so maybe it's better to make sure my next turn isn't a nightmare. So yes, I think I'll take care of you, and I'm just going to play as many cards as I can, so that I have Ink Bottle as set up can be. This is an absolute sign that I need better draw, although my draw is already amazing. Doom and Gloom? Doom and Gloom. 14 damage, all enemies. Yes. And there's no reason not to do this, right? Puts them all in the dead zone after all. And then gotta take care of the threatening ones first. It's a shame to lose the big Sunder attack on a small fry like that. Let's see what Skim has for us first. Bearing in mind we also have Ink Bottle draw right now. Meme Cell. Oh, that's gotta be used on Recto. Which suddenly means maybe we can get Fatal this turn. Oh boy, I don't want to do the maths. Playing Glacier and Glacier and JUL Cast would pretty much do the same thing. They evoke these. They're slightly energy generating at 5. So Sunder deals 48, 16, and 16. Oh, but I can't play them all. But I can hologram back Sunder, but I can't play it as well, huh? 48, 58, 68, 70. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. I should focus on taking out their little wimpy friends then. It is a regrettable situation. Why are you not really doing any damage? I guess you got summoned, huh? Rulcast actually, I think, would do 6 damage to the enemy with the lowest hit points. So it would hit you. I do want you dead, but these costs are kind of high. Not ideal, actually. Oh well, why worry about it? Oh yeah, it's also worth remembering that Sunder gives me energy. I don't know how I managed to forget that, but I did. And that's why hologramming back Sunder seems alright-ish. Is there not a better thing I could do? I mean, I could hollow back Doom and Gloom. I should have done that from the start. Yeah, get the kill all enemies thing going. And now you're in for it. Yeah. Thanks, Jerry. I had forgotten about Doom and Gloom, but it came back to me at just the right moment. Oh, look, it's back to me again. The whack. Oh, hey, it could come back to me again. It is free, right? Of course it's free, but... So is playing... hang on. We could kill now, would it? Do I have a kill in 2 cards? I think I do. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so close. So very, very close. Unfortunately, pretty much anything I do kills you. And then we end up with Ink Bottle on a very sad-looking 0. But I'm not about to take that damage, so goodbye. Ooh, Horncleat. 2/3 of a boat. Second turn, get 14 block. Capacitor Plus. Now, this does have a pretty nasty counter synergy with Meteor Strike. One of the great things about playing Meteor Strike is I end up with a full load of Plasma Orbs, meaning playing anything evokes them, and then I end up with more energy. If I use Capacitor, then suddenly I have more orbs to fill up before I can start evoking them by making orbs. Even so, I'm taking that Capacitor Plus. Still hoping to find a biased configuration at the 11th hour. Put 3 random attacks from your draw pile into your hand. Again, that is put, not draw. They don't get snackoed. The thing is, I want to snacko my attack card, so I'm not taking violence. Blind is rather nice. Now we can use it straight away, just keep you nice and weak. I would be a fool not to sunder you right now. Give me a reason not to. recursion, just because it'll give me some added energy, whether or not I glaciered before or after that. I did not know what would be best. Do not curse me. Hit me for 18? I could core surge you again, see what you're made of, but I don't have any... When the enemy is not... Ah, but they're vulnerable, and I have my mutagenic strength. Do I want to take the risk, though? I take the risk. Ha! The risk pays off. When does it not? There we go. We are set up for this fight like crazy. Oh, I blocked the mutagenic strength, but I did not block your vulnerable. That is a little scary, but only a little. So here's a question about playing capacitor. I think I'll dual cast to get loads of energy. Then I'll do my capacitor. Before I defragment, let's skim and see what the bottle has. There's my hologram at 0 cost. It's almost nice. I'm going to defrag at the meme cell going. It's a nice low pathetic attack. Do I want to hurt you plenty some more? It's tempting, but it's really nice when your enemy is just not hurting you whatsoever. So the way I see it, why let them change that? Ah, yes, the 3 cost. Do remember that, Jake. He does not change his attack pattern based on your orbs hitting, but there we go. He's trying to curse me, so I need to put an end to that. Whack. Sure, I'll keep you blind. Sure, I'll glacier up for bazillion energy. Feels good. Feels real good. And now you are very dead. With ink bottle set on 7, 8, 9. Smoke bomb. Oh, away it goes. Another defragment. Ooh. That would be fighting for an upgrade with my second hologram. And of the two, I'd rather have the second hologram upgraded, I'm sad to say, defrag. Even so, the 1 extra focus suddenly puts my frost orbs blocking at 6 each. I think you're worth having. Super strong run. Anything you're worried about in future fights? Just the usual thing. Snecko Eye draws me nothing but high cost cards. And then I can only play 1 or 2, and then I have to face the music. But I have a lot of things mitigating that. I have plenty of energy. Energy, energy, energy. Almost energy. Just gotta make that call on the upgrade. Defrag or holo? If this was my only focus card, I'd probably upgrade you, but just 2 holograms that both don't exhaust can enable such fantastic things, so I will do that to you. Has Jake ever won a non-Snecko run? That question comes up, but yes I have. Mayhem! It's a power. We love playing powers against the Awakened one. But what if we played Purity? Exhaust up to 3 cards. Could get rid of some garbage in my hand. Some strikes, defend, maybe even zap. Might not be what we want to do on turn 1 though. Add 1 random colorless card into your hand. That's pretty bad, because it could be garbage. I think I'll take Purity. Doesn't look like I have much I'd want to burn away here. But we haven't skimmed yet. Ooh, there's Core Surge turn 1. There's Doom and Gloom turn 1 with everybody vulnerable. It's gotta be turn 1 Doom and Gloom, right? Akabekode too. Crunch. Give me that draw. I will play the defrag. It'll anger our friend here, but the 2 extra focus, especially at 0 cost, is worth that anger. Absolutely want to sunder one of these fools. That generates energy, especially with Skim in my hand. Doesn't really matter who I hit. Although, you know what? I got Core Surge and Core Surge. Well, no. Sunder needs to kill to get the energy. So Sunder, do that killing. What a freaking card that is. Let's block the Mutagenic Strength and downplay. Defend because it's free. Oh, crumbs. Purifying that was a good option, and I didn't do it. Now here's an option for some purifying. Do I want to purify dual cast or not? I find that I seldom ever dual cast. It's a bit of a dead draw currently. It can generate energy though. Even at 3 cost, it generates energy off of a fusion. Heck, it can generate energy this turn. I'll make do with just getting rid of these 2. Yeah, I'm actually very tempted to dual cast it right now and then bring back our free... Actually, no point to hurry anything. I will start by bringing back my free skim. Give myself some better options, like a free fusion. How about a free fusion when we can also recursion? Yeah, that's pretty good for energy generation. Donk, donk. Hello, hologram. 1 cost. I don't really want my 3 cost hologram. It's quite the opposite of an infinite. Infinite cost, perhaps. I have options. How much do I like them? I like them quite a bit. I'm going to evoke that Dark Orb, sad as it may be, because I want to hologram back the skim again and work my way even further through my Declan. So I will skim. I will not hesitate to dual cast, but I certainly won't hesitate to Meteor Strike this sucker. Bear in mind it is still turn 1. I got 8 energy. This guy is not in for a good time. If I can chew my way through the deck even better and faster, all the better. Let's start by cool heading. Yes! Yes, I will. That way I can fill myself up with a lot of block. Defragment is actually better than not playing it. The extra energy, get the extra focus, because the extra block I got from that is more than the damage he'll do from the extra 2 strength outside of his big multi-turn attack. Otherwise, I guess I keep more artifact and then defend because it's free. Alright, all in all, that was one of the turn 1s of all time. But next turn, 6 and 6 and 6 and 6 and 6 is 30, make that 44, so we already full block. I guess we start by vulnerabling the Fool, and I would like to keep him very vulnerable, so let's do some more of that. Dare I skim? Nah, not with 0 energy. Awaken 1 attacks every turn, and with this kind of setup, especially with no focus down, there's very little he can do against me. On the rare case where he can shatter through my 36 defense, I just go, oh sorry, it wasn't 36, it's 56, perfect block. Do I even want fusion orbs here? It's just going to mess with the programming. I should just focus on hitting you with things like Streamline. What cost is that Streamline? 0 cost. Why, that sounds nice. That is right, 6, 6, and 6. And then 6, 6, and 6 for 36, 46, 56. Oh, it's more than that. This poor bastard. It's just not going to be his day. You tempt me. You tempt me too much. Oh, go on, son. That one's on me. I got enough draw, and I have enough in the way of glaciers. Oh man. How is one man meant to resist playing such a card? Situations like this can lead one to think, is it truly worth it? But friend is just not having a good day. Yeah, having a very, very, very bad day. Hit him with that Streamline, hit him with pretty much anything. Not sure I want to bring in another Meteor Strike. I should set up for more Frost Orbs just so this becomes a lot less intimidatingly potentially bad. And then he goes Grr. And if he's Grring, that means we can play powers without him gaining strength. Unfortunately, I've already played them all apart from that 1 extra draw card. But draw is good. Look at that. Where's a free glacier? What do you mean I don't have a free glacier? All of my glaciers are meant to be free. You got a free anything that I can play? kind of. Got recursion. Play to defend. Just to edge up Ink Bottle a bit more, because now he has truly awakened. This caught me off guard first time I played. I thought, haha, I've won by the skin of my teeth, and then he evolved and killed me. There's quite a few things to learn on a playthrough of this, that's for sure. Don't have my beam cell for vulnerability, but I could draw. Couldn't I just? Here's a Zippity Zap for that draw. How lovely. Nothing else here is really going to draw, is it? Apart from Cool-Headed. Seen better setups for defending. I can JUL cast and Cool-Head for 9 and 9. And then whatever you give me, that might be enough. I'm not going to run the numbers, I'm not too afraid of this guy, especially not with Pentagraph by my side. There we go, let's evoke even more just for the lols. Caught me out first time too, yeah, it's kind of cruel. Another thing that's quite cruel is a lot of enemies have predetermined attack patterns, but if you just don't know it, you don't know it. Meta-knowledge will help you out in a big way there. Right, he still wants to hurt me plenty, but I don't want to be hurt plenty, so... These costs aren't looking ideal for me, are they? That does nothing apart from increment Ink Bottle, doesn't it? Yeah, but this kind of does slightly better. There's my beam cell, but it's a little too expensive. What do you have for me, Skim? You have me regretting I didn't hologram back a cheap card, that's for sure. I need to set myself up with just better block here. There is also the fact that the Dark Orb is winding its way up, but it's doing so a little aggressively slowly. Give me some extra defense, will you? And then we'll do what we can with a bit of Sundering. Oh, would you look at that. Perfect block as it is. Because more than perfect is still perfect. Alright, this is a good opportunity. There we go. Lovely block. Get a Doom and Gloom going as well? I don't think so. Let's Skim first. Oh, hello. Give me back that Skim. Purazuma? No, not quite. Not at that cost. That, on the other hand, is tempting, but I think I'll pass. I just like having the defense set up right now. I shouldn't get too greedy with this. I'm practically untouchable, in the good way. So let's not press ourselves anymore. It does give me voids now though, but not a big deal. Oh, I can just beam cell him, streamline him, laugh off any damage he attempts to do. Skim for things I can scarcely play. It's nice, often when I have Frost builds, and I wouldn't really call this a Frost build, but I do have Frost going for me. Normally when I have that kind of situation, I struggle on damage output. But I wouldn't say I'm struggling in that regard. Could be better, sure, but it's kind of how we made our deck for dealing with people like you. I don't like this setup, but I am invincible this turn, so... it's free. "14 energy, I'm surprised our robot hadn't suffered a short circuit." Yeah, so if we can channel it... oh, here we go! Finally! It's here! It's here! The infinite! Not only is this infinite block, it's infinite draw thanks to Ink Bottle. At least until our hand gets too clogged, which I suppose makes it strictly not an infinite. Oh yeah, I'm on top of the freaking world here. I set Ink Bottled any number I want. If only I had something like the Abacus or whatever lets me generate energy with this. Okay, well that's cute and all, but really doesn't enable anything, does it? No, sorry, no it does not. Oh, look at all that block. Means I don't really have to worry about much. Glacier's in the draw pile. Let's just go for the kill, shall we? Ah, forgot I had beam cell there. Probably could have ended it there and then. 4 is 4 a good enough setup? Let's hope so. I'm thinking about ink bottle setup, but I can't imagine how next turn goes. Probably quite defensively, given... well, I never know what I'm going to draw. Never know until we skim it, do we? Seven. Can I kill you in 2 hits next turn? Maybe. Yeah, letter opener. That would have enabled infinite damage from it as well. Oh, maybe. Beam cell, Sunder. A very, very dead awakened one and a perfectly set up ink bottle. Perfect fight. Didn't even take damage. When's the last time a robot took damage? Right, Donu Deka. Probably prefer this over Time Eater, given the amount of cards I'm playing, especially my beloved Infinite. Choose a card, any card, but not that card. Again, the cost 0 is nullified by Snecko, so Chrysalis is not worth my time. If you have no attacks in your hand, draw 2. That is a 0-cost draw 2 card. Not bad. Shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile and draw 1. The thing is, I don't see that being very useful. All of my cards are generally good. It's not like I'll have an amazing card here that I want back in a heartbeat, so I'll take Impatience. And then let's try and have no attacks in our hand. Oh my days, the options are limitless. What is a man even meant to do with this kind of situation? Probably start off with Meteor Strike. Enjoy having a bazillion energy. Always want to focus Donu. Almost always want to focus Donu. I need to play a card because my hand is full and I'm about to draw courtesy of Ink Bottle. So what do we draw? Yeah, absolutely. Defragment. Get in here. Hologramming back Meteor Strike and playing it will give me a gazillion energy. And I should have the draw to play it. So I am open to that idea. Come back Meteor Strike. Good chunk. 11 energy, very nice. I want to get rid of the attacks in my hand so that I can play Impatience. So, Strike and Poor Surge a go-go. Oh god, Streamline is here as well, and it's pretty expensive. I'm not fond of that, so let's play Recursion. Fusion doesn't actually net me any energy, sadly. Cool-Headed loses me energy. Huh. Okay, well let's just see what our Impatient draw is. Beam Cell, Zap, Fusion. You know what I don't have this turn? Block. Cool-Headed. Save me on that front, please. Capacitor Defrag. Yes and yes. Kind of. I do want to play both of them, that much is for sure. Okay, Glacier's here to make life better. Should have played it before Capacitor. Because then I would have evoked my orbs and been able to play Machine Learning and even Fusion, but I didn't. Got too carried away. No problem though, perfect block turn 1, nullified the strength down to mutagenic strength, and Donu is about 1/3 dead. Let's try and change the 1/3 part. We have amazing block straight up, in fact we have perfect block already, meaning we can focus on damage. Well, let's see what Skim has for me first though. That's pretty sweet. Glacier allows me to evoke for more energy. JUL Cast allows me to evoke for Giga energy. And there's quite a few things I want to do here, including hologramming back something. But what? Potentially Skim, given that I've got 9 energy. There is the idea of hologramming back Meteor Strike for even more energy, but I like the block setup that I have here. Let's deal some damage to you first. Then consider hollowing back Skim, and then we Skim. That's not what I'm looking for. I could hollow back Skim and play it again, but odds are I'll draw things that I won't be able to play anyway. So with that in mind, we just doom and gloom, and hello Meteor Strike. I'll be back for you. Yeah, Time Eater could have been some pain, but he's also a less aggressive target than these two, so I'd be on less of a timer to get my block set up. As it stands, we get block set up pretty rapidly, though. Alright, alright. Could still hollow back something, but at hollow 3 I'm less inclined, so I guess I just sunder you, strike you. What's free? Nothing's free. Oh, the strike is free. Hollow back anything that's free, and it's just that strike. Breaks away your plated armor, so it's not for cannot, and we still have excellent block. Meteor Strike will do a good job of getting the Dark Orb around where I need it, and I should be able to put an end to you before this is even much of a consideration. Streamline, Impatience will work. It won't be free, but it will work. Yeah, not so hot. Do I want a Glacier, or do I want Cool-Headed for the draw? Cool-Headed for the draw. Ah, hello, Sunder. Okay, well, we don't destroy Stonu before it attacks us, but it's also no big deal. Good thing these guys don't heal, could you imagine? They do scale infinitely, I might add. Where's JUL? JUL cast when I need it. It's not there. But I'll tell you what else is not there. Our good friend Donu. Seems a bit overkill to kill him with Meteor Strike, but I would like some energy orbs, plasma orbs by my side currently, so that'll do nicely. We have enough defense as it is, no need to do any of this. Alright, and this fight almost becomes free. If you can kill one of them, you can kill both of them. Unless I suppose you did it by the skin of your teeth, then you might be in a different situation. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Let's get that attack out of my hand so that Impatience draws 2. Bring yet more fusion, bring yet more dooming and glooming. No frosty orbs here, which is a bit of a shame considering where we're going. More dooming and glooming? I don't want 2 cost Impatience though. Get my energy, get me draw, but we can't use it on either account. I'm not worried about block, because with the card setup, it's more than likely that hey, there we go, draw our Glaciers, and we can evoke the energy that we have, so thump, and play, and skim, and where's JUL cast? That's not JUL cast, but it is Beam Cell, so thank you for that. Make sure our block game is on point. I said on point. Sunder our friend, strike our friend, defend our friend, draw our friend. That JUL cast would be a waste. I can't believe people would vote against me. This is not a great setup for the heart, I don't think. There's going to be a lot of Beat of Death hitting on me, and I don't scale that well. My focus isn't huge, 4 is not huge. So I'm going to have to do a good defending game with the Frostings. Yeah, if I can't take these guys out as quickly as I should, then what hope do I have for the heart? And I believe the bet is on killing the heart, right? I should check that. Yeah, do we slay the heart? What a question. Anyway, the strike is free. Glacier is free-ish. I need to think a little bit about my ink bottle. I'm probably going to have to do the rounds on it anyway, which is why I'm playing extra cards now. Yeah, good luck getting through my impenetrable defense here, you weakling. There we go, I need to kill him in the next 7 card pools, which shouldn't be a big deal. I've got lots of energy and lots of defense. I've been bankrupted by wording before on those predictions. Was it the weekly one-shot, but the number was an old one that had already won, because that, to me, was just hilarious. Right, now, what do I kill him with? Probably Beam Cell for the greatest of disrespects, so we play whatever we can to up our everything. And then Beam Cell for the kill. Perfectly set up. Perfect boss fight. And hello, heart. Is this the heart of the Spire? Maybe. We've seen a lot of hearts. Are we inside a giant Krogan? Charge up our ink bottle and deal 2559 damage. But have I been here before? The locks indicate yes. It was something like Slay the Heart first. I don't know. I think it was Slay the Heart today. And it was just barely today. Something to that effect. Right, resting is a waste of time, so what do we smith? Our final upgrade. It's gotta be defragment, right? I need the focus scaling. It's not a lot of focus scaling, but it's something. There's another argument that says raw damage is pretty much the only way we hurt the heart. So maybe Meteor Strike, maybe even Streamline, but no, it's gotta be defrag. Keep myself alive with my Frosty Orbs. And then perhaps the shop and our massive sack of gold will solve our problem for a heart solution. Apotheosis sounds good, but it's not the solution in my head. What about infinite Holy crapola, what about Tori? Tori solves the multi-hit attacks. Capacitor as well, oh god. Okay, I need to genuinely think about these options. All of the cards that I care about upgrading are already upgraded. Apotheosis wouldn't hit anything of real value. I'd get a minute more attack or defense out of things, but a lot of the cards that would just change the cost, and the cost is meaningless with Snecko. Not entirely, there are some fringe cases where Apotheosis would lower the cost of other cards, but no, not happening. If only I had Tungsten Rod, then Tori would be a definite yes, because then Beat of Death would be 0 damage instead of any damage. Still, having the Beat of Death damage halved, and being able to take on the multi-hit attacks is pretty tempting, but I play a lot of skills, and if I ever get the Infinite set up, because the Infinite also generates block, being able to generate damage with it could solve my problems. Start elite combat with 2 strength. No, I don't think that applies to the heart. No, this is a rare case where Apotheosis is not a good card. Not in my judgment, of course. Some people might think it's a great card. But we have better ways of spending that money. I am very tempted by Tori, but perhaps I'm more tempted by Letter Opener. I cannot have both. I think it might be Capacitor Letter Opener. That's me spending 347 gold, 347, which would not leave me enough to remove my final strike. Tori would negate strength scaling on the multi-attack only until it hits 6 times 15. Then it breaks through Tori, and it does reach 6 by 15. So I'm actually thinking less and less of Tori the more I look at it. Yeah, the Beat of Death counter is nice, but you can just generate block for that. And it doesn't stop you taking damage to your block, only unblocked damage. So I do think it's Capacitor Letter Opener. None of the cards really speak to me. Maybe I'll buy a potion. Oops, I can't. Alright, there we go. Good enough for me. Let's take it on. Before we even think about fighting the heart, it's Spear and Shield. Panic button, deep breath. Ooh, deep breath. Shuffle your discard into your draw pile and draw 1. Could be good. If nothing else, it's a draw 1 card. Oh, purity is what I'm looking for here. Just draw for better initial turn is what I'm looking for. Holy moly, look at these costs! I could play everything and have space left over. Alright, alright. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Defragment is a no-brainer, because it will draw for me. Ah, hello Ascender's Bane. Not ideal. Next turn is going to be horrific. You will multi-attack for 40 damage. You will hit me in the back for 20-something, maybe more. Which makes it very sad that I don't have any good draw options here. Shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile and draw one. Maybe I should play something that I wouldn't mind seeing again then. So, strip away your artifact, maybe draw it again. Core Surge evaporates. Yeah, let's see what Deep Breath gets me. Does it get me my beloved Beam Cell back? No, but that would have been funny. This is also funny, though. Meteor Strike for a Brazilian energy. The trouble is I have no more draw, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Oh, I will draw one card when I play everything. Okay. Thinking about I'm thinking whether or not to play Capacitor or Meteor Strike first. If I play Meteor Strike first, I'll have 3 Plasma Orbs and get the extra energy. If I don't, I'll have 4 Plasma Orbs, which could be seen as better, but I'll still only be at 7. Let me think. I'm spending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energy this turn. Evoking that in case my draw is a 3-cost card is absolutely worth the problems down the line, so yeah. Hit you with that Meteor Strike, evoke for extra, then play everything. Capacitor, Core Surge, More Surge, Zippity Zap, Defend. Oh, I should have thought about Zap. Well, Zap's getting played anyway, isn't it? And what happened? I drew a 3-cost card that I would not have otherwise been able to play. Okay, not amazing, but I've had much worse. I gotta remember, I still have these potions that I've kept since Act 1. Those burns go top of the pile, always remember that, because it's a painful thing to not remember. And as expected, in comes Giga Damage, and I don't have Block Solution, nor do I have a Kill You solution. This is very, very bad. This is going to hurt an immense amount. This draw was terrible. No Glaciers, no Holograms, no Cool-Headed, no Skim. Good setup cards in general, but not where we needed them. Yeah, it's time for the Swift Pot. Absolutely time for Swift Potion, but not before I Beam Cell you. There's a Is it even possible to kill you? No, I don't really have damage cards. However, my holograms are damage cards, so let's see what our 3 draws are. There's a hologram, and it's free, and there's Cool-Headed. That's pretty sweet. Right, I might want a lot of energy for what I'm about to do here, so let's start by recursioning some plasma for extra energy. Let's Capacitor... Do I want to evoke for more energy? No, I don't know what I'm going to draw yet. I think it's unlikely I'm going to chew through 10 energy right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to play right now, so I will Capacitor. Cool-Headed for its draw capabilities. Oh boy, now I think I absolutely can spend all of that energy. Okay, we have options now. We're going to Skim, and it's almost definitely going to get us a Glacier. Let's get that extra defragmenting going. Might even dual cast this for more energy, but let's see what Skim has first. Glacier and Glacier at costs I cannot afford. We're not even wearing a smile. However, if I Meteor Strike due to Hologram, killing you becomes a distinct possibility. Not only that, it allows Glacier to evoke for more damage. So yeah, we're going to Hologram that Meteor Strike, smash you with it. Thunk. 33 damage I need to do to you. I don't have that currently, but let's believe in a world where I do. It's a shame these came out at astronomical costs. I'll get the extra energy this way. I'll play you because you're free. And I need a block option. That will help out. Oh, that will absolutely help. Now if I hologram back the Meteor Strike again, you are very dead, and I have energy to put everything to work against you. Meteor Strike. Might actually be better to bring back Sunder. Sunder gives me 3 energy, right? Meteor Strike gives me 4 energy and is cheaper. Alright, then Meteor Strike it is. Thonk! Don't know what I did to deserve this kind of hand, but it's my hand. Time for you to face horrible justice. You're not going to do anywhere near as much damage as the other guy did, but even so, I'm going to play this Glacier just so I have block options. That double capacitor is helping out immensely for giving me both block and plasma, and I blocked his focus down, or was it his strength down? I forget which he does. Alright, a miserable situation where I take 50 plus damage got turned into a situation where we're essentially won the fight because of one potion. And that is why I keep my potions till the end, if at all possible. I would only have used the potions up until now if they would have spared me from death. Alright, what do we do with you? Let's strip away the last of your artifact. And pretty much take my time with you. You do scale somewhat, by scaling me down, that is. Let's see what we have to play with right now, shall we? Deep Breath. It's really worth my time, but I do like the idea of drawing a card. I don't like the idea of spending 3 on it. I'd rather skim, thanks. Okay, I can rather just aggressively play here, it's no big deal. Thonk, thonk, thonk. God, man, if these guys drop calipers, then I've got the heart fight sorted out. 99 block is pretty tough to get through. It's impossible to get through. I think I will just end my turn. Yeah, now he hit me with a focus down, but now he doesn't have his precious block. Right, can I kill him in 7 cards or fewer? Beam Cell will help out with that. Doom and Gloom will help out with that. Skimming will help with that. Let's take a deep breath. Striking almost does that. Oh, right. I have him dead then, because I just need to recursion him to kill him. Or essentially do anything to kill him. 8 and dead. Perfect setup for the heart. Strawberry, it's not calipers, but the 7 extra max health could be the difference between life and death. On the heart, health is just a resource. You don't need to save it for anything. Plus I got 4 extra plated armor for him to destroy with his multi-attack. Note that plated armor does not get destroyed by Beat of Death. Plated armor is only affected by enemy attacks, not counter-attacks. Oh, both Amplify and Seek speak to me, especially Amplify. If I time Amplify with Machine Learning or Capacitor or Defragment, I have a lot of things to play with. It's not upgraded, but I can live without that. Seek might save the day. Seek's big strength is at 0 cost, and its upgrade for giving you 2 cards. Seek is as good as your best card. Also, it puts it into your draw pile. It will not draw, so it will not randomize the cost of a card. That could be good or bad. Seek might save the day. Oh yeah, that's Skim, of course, isn't it? Which is a 1-cost card, but that requires Skim not to have been randomized in cost to a high amount, and Seek to draw at 1 or 0 cost. I'm going to go with Amplify. It's a bit of a dead draw, potentially, but the idea to double up our defragmentation or our orb slots is too good to pass up. Jake's so good at throwing. He ought to compete in the Highland Games. I've only been to the Highland Games a couple of times when I was way younger. Panic Button's actually pretty good in the heart fight, because if you play it on the heart's second attack, the not able to gain block part doesn't matter. Put a card from your hand, the bottom of your draw pile costs 0 until played. That doesn't actually do anything due to Snecko. Jack of all trades is just a random card. I don't really want any of these, but... Given what I just said, Panic Button... Oh, no. Not being able to gain block actually puts me at the mercy of Beat of Death as well. Ignore that thought. These are all pretty bad. I guess I'll take Jack of Trades, because it's a... Well, it exhausts, and it'll give me another random thing. Hello, Amplify Capacitor Plus. The problem is that 3 cost on Capacitor Plus. The counter problem is Anchor stopping some of this damage coming in. I'll be able to fill up my orb slots with good glaciers then. That's going to bring me up to 9 orb slots immediately. So does it just amplify capacitor? Well, it's JUL cast, of course, to get the extra energy. That'll be really good. Take me up to 9. Amplify capacitor, glacier. 1-cost hologram. The skim is tempting. Can you amplify holo amplify to double the effect? No, it'll just play an additional power twice. So if you had, let's say I did have 2 amplifies and I played them, it would play capacitor twice, and then it would wait for my next power this turn to play twice, and there's no guarantee Skim gets it for me. Is it worth using the potion immediately? No. Because if he does his multi-hit and I for some reason can't block at all, he just instantly deletes my 4-plated armor. It gets decreased by 1 for every unblocked attack that you take. And that would be bad. Oh, gotta remember that I draw 1. Right. So let's amplify and see what we draw, because it's possible we draw defragment, and I would actually far rather double down defragment than double down capacitor. Because I've already got 3, 6, 7, 8 orb slots. You max out at 10. I'd rather have 2 extra focus on them. Alright, amplify, what do you got? You know what we just said we could do? We could hologram back that very card. Some things I just don't deserve. Alright. Alright. Let me JUL cast this for energy. I'm going to need it. Get me that amplify. Play that amplify. And what does it say? Your next 2 power cards are played twice this turn. Alright, give me the double defrag, please. Bwong, bwong. Give me the double capacitor, please. Bwong, bwong. Now we need to fill it up with a whole load of frosty orbs. Should I zap at the front? Probably not take additional damage though, so maybe I should defend Glacier Jack of all trades. Oh wait, Glacier would have defended anyway, what was I thinking? Clearly I wasn't. Ooh, Enlightenment! What? You do not get much better setup turns for the robot than this. 5 good powers in play already, no damage taken. 2 high power frost orbs functional. I mean, I guess I'll zap. What else would I do? Could skim. Could skim plus. I'd be drawing 4 cards and I'd be hoping that one of them I want to play and is at 0 cost. If it backfires, it backfires, but you know, it's more options, right? What? Alright, sure, let's also draw 8 every turn. Come and have a go. Unfortunately, I lost my mutagenic strength, and I get all these debuffs, so my artifact isn't really doing much for me, but hey-ho. In comes the multi-attack. 45 damage. Good thing we had set up. Bad thing, we don't have another Glacier. Or really any particularly good block. The wound and the burn got drawn. So we have been countered with a pretty bad turn. Okay, all is not free then. I'm going to be taking a ton of damage here. Good thing we've got Horn Cleat though. Potion? No, like I said, this plated steel would be destroyed by the multi-hit. Yeah, these co-surges would have been sweet turn 1. Should I just deal some damage? Everything I hit him with is me taking 3 damage, but dealing 30 damage just seems right. So I'm currently doing no damage. Sure. Not really sure the other things are worth playing other than defend, it's just pain for me. What about the fusion? Could do with the extra energy going forward. But then I don't block for barely anything. Might need you. Might be the difference between life and death. Alright, embrace the pain. Ouch! First time we've taken a big blow on this guy in some time, and I'm really glad I did the Plasma Orb, because we drew the Void, reducing our energy by 1. And he's coming in with a fatal hit. We need to make it not fatal. We have the Frost, that much is a given. I don't have any immediate usable block. I think this is just Cool-Headed, Meteor Strike, and also see what we get out of Cool-Headed. Maybe Meteor Strike first, get the Plasma in play. But maybe it's better to see what we're getting. See what we get. Oh, Recursion is nice. Very nice, in fact. Still looks very painful, doesn't it? Very, very painful. I'm not willing to play this capacitor currently. I'm not willing to take the 2 damage it would take to play the thing. So this is going to bring me down to unpleasant levels. Now I use the plated armor, though. You sure you don't want this? Yeah, I might regret not having it. Let's have it. Alright, and comes another 30 damage. Now we're in a bit of a danger zone. Meat on Bone is there to finally heal me. But now we may counterattack. Also Enlightenment, actually useful here. But only if we want to play the cards it reduces. Now Amplify is a real dead draw. I have no powers to play with it. Now I need to immediately get some block going, so Glacier up. Now we've got pretty hefty block against the heart. That's good. I need to start dealing some gosh darn damage. I have all these cards anyway, so I may as well just Enlighten and do everything I can. Which is just play all of these, isn't it? Get Recursion just so you're on the front row so I can dual cast you when the time comes. Get my beloved artifact. And now I play Amplify just because it hits you with Letter Opener and it increments Ink Bottle. If only I had Unceasing Top. I am getting bad memories of failing to kill the heart before he gets really strong. He does get really strong, but now that I remember that horrible event, I won't forget it, will I? Huh. I still don't have block. I need to turn 1 block, which is the problem. I guess it's cool-headed to try to draw that block. Skim could also maybe draw that block. Skim might be the better choice, but Ink Bottle is almost set up. Could backfire. Ugh. Fusion Dual Cast? Doom and Gloom Dual Cast. I need the block, and I'm not getting block. The Beam Cell Doom and Gloom Dual Cast? I think it is, actually. Oh, you've got that artifact, so it doesn't really matter my ordering. What a shame. Alright, this will evoke the Fusion and give me some much needed block. Then I can dual cast the other Frost to get more block. And I start skimming my way through for things. Although, since I'm about to skim and I need a lot of energy where I'm going, I think I'd rather dual cast this. No, because then that won't evoke, and I need you on the front to evoke. It's a downside of having so many orb slots. Alright, then it is Fusion, draw, dual cast, and now I can start skimming my way through the deck. Although you draw more than I can get to, so let's smack you with that. Give me the goods. That's pretty good. It's energy generation right there, and it's some much needed damage. It's also 0 cost hologram. If we can draw another hologram at 0 cost, well, isn't that just fantastic? So, smash you with the Meteor Strike. Doom and Gloom to evoke another one for more energy. Bear in mind that I do need to block that attack. That's alright, I got 36 here and 26 there, so I guess we'll be okay. I can hologram back whatever I want. I might hologram back Skim, of all things. Then I'll draw Glacier and the other hologram. Although I might be better off taking Cool-Headed and draw 2 of them. Would be better set up for the infinite if I do it that way. Yeah, I will. Hologram, come back to me. Cool-headed. All is not yet lost. In the search for the infinite. Need to play 2 cards, though, and still have something left over. I think it needs to be Glacier. I need more Frosty Orbs at my beck and call. And then I guess I'll hit you with Core Surge and hope for a 0-cost hologram. Ah, crumbs. The ink bottle wasn't ready. Well, if I do draw a 0-cost hologram, then I just lost my infinite. It wasn't infinite, but it was pretty damn good. And it was 2-cost hologram, then nothing of value was lost. Coming in for the 4x15. I'm starting to wish I really did take that Tory, huh? It's 60 damage. We can handle 60 damage. What's my draw? Doom and Gloom. Everything I evoke gives me extra energy right now, which is rather splendiferous. Curse that for some desirable energy. Doom and Gloom, because I need damage going, or else I'm in for bad time. Play you because you're free. Play you because you're cheap. Would love to hologram back some draw, but that's not what we have on offer here. I particularly want to play these. I have the full block as is. But I do need to deal more damage. No getting out of that, so I guess I've got to Doom you and Gloom you. Don't really want to play that Zap. Nah, I'd rather have the energy for next turn. Let's get rid of the slime. Okay. We're holding. Now another big hit. No, he's buffing. Okay. Bad time to burn and wound. I need to be dealing the damage here, not the not damage. Where's my draw? Well, my draw is on Ink Bottle right now. Let's get the defend going. He's about to beat of death 3 with this buff, which is rather unpleasant. You don't need me to tell you that. Hit him with the Sunder. Defend myself. Draw something amazing like a Beam Cell to strip his artifact. Streamline him and start feeling real bad about things. Because he's getting strong. Real strong. There's the 6x15 90 incoming. I need an answer to that. I think my answer is Cool-Headed Dual Cast to get some damage going and then Glacier my way through the rest of everything else. Ooh. There's my 0-cost hologram. Where's my other one? I'm taking this beat of death intentionally because I know I need to get some damage going on this guy or else I'm deader than dead. It is hurting though. It's hurting quite a lot. Glacier now or Glacier later? I can Meteor Strike. Yeah, I need my Plasma Orbs making way around now. Especially when I can hologram that back. Push them forward some more, evoke some more Frost, and then get yet more Glacier going. I remember, I need to block 90 here. That might be the hard part. Skim, I need options. Because it might be Glacier, Hologram Glacier for all I can see here. Might be the more clever thing to do, actually. But first, more options. Well, a free Glacier is a pretty swell option. Pretty dang swell option, you know, I could play both of the Glaciers and still get my extra Meteor Strike going. But maybe I'd just rather have the defense going, given where we're going, which is a bad place. Bad place for good people. There we go, I think I'd rather have that. That's full defense, right? That's 5/9 there for 45 on that. We're blocking 100 or so. Smack him with everything you've got. Do not worry about the 3 strength beat of death. That is almost overkill. Don't need that much extra damage. And I don't want to push this along more, do I? And with another dark clogging things up, I need block where I'm going. Although I just said that I need actually bringing in cool-headed. It's draw. Let me think. I draw 8, right? I'll draw the whole load next turn, but that won't cause a shuffle. Burn and a wounder there. But otherwise there's another hologram, which should get me out of the worst of everything. Alright, so I'm going to bring back the cool-headed. That will evoke the... There we go. Oh no, it's draw 2, not draw 1. What was I thinking? Yeah, I don't want that cool-headed after all. I'm holding out for a zero-cost hologram here. There's a 1 in 4 chance I get an infinite next turn. So I want to draw 8. But I don't want to draw 10, which would happen with this cool-headed, so... But I don't want to not do that damage, do I? I don't. Maybe just strike the fool? No, have no fear. Has Josh ever lost this game? I don't know about Josh. There's no infinite for me, but there is a big hit coming in that I need to deal with. Big hit indeed. Might Enlightenment to take the 3 damage just so that I can hologram on the cheap. It was not free, but I could hollow. And that would... I could do that like 10 times or so. It would give me plenty of block. I already have plenty of block. I need to focus more on the damage that I do. We'd also deal some damage with Letter Opener, but I need to kill this guy in the next 2 turns, or else he is going to put a swift and mighty end to me. Dual casting is an obviously desirable thing to do. Recursioning you is nice, but I'd rather get the extra 45 damage in now. So I think it's defend, hollow, dual cast. I want a beam cell down as well. I'm not dead to this, am I? I got 5 times 9 for 45. I will survive. I better survive. Nice damage. I could definitely recurse you for some added and much needed block. Keep you vulnerable. Alright. Do I dare to play Amplify? I don't. Alright. I'm still standing. And I'm still hungry for a fall. Recht. Well, there's my hologram coming in at 2 cost. Enlightenment is an expensive way to not really save much energy at all, but we would save some. This is not doing the damage that I need to do, though. Dual cast, will you save me? I think I need to take some damage here, regrettably. The regret's piling on pretty high right now. I need to kill you here. Can't take any more real beat of deaths right now, but I have no block. I have nothing worth holographing back either. I mean, I could hollow cool-headed and play the cool-headed. I couldn't, it's too expensive. I'd need to dual cast. And that's more beat of death that I could do without. I could hollow back the defend, but that's just delaying measures. I need some defense, that's the problem. I don't want to hollow back defend. Zap gets you the energy. Yeah, but I'm more concerned about the beat of death right now. Keep it simple, just hollow, defend, and then hit him with some attacks. I don't like that at all. Hit you with Doom and Gloom, that gives me a little bit of energy. Also he's vulnerable, which is rather nice. If I take you below 200 or below, I can kill you next turn with a nice setup. Here I can defend Streamline, for example. Or better yet, defend Sunder. Now you're in potential kill zone for next turn. Which probably means I should Streamline you right now with a view to killing you next turn. I will eat 3 damage for 5 damage. I'll be down to an unpleasant amount of health. Meaning 2 beats of death would kill me. I can't take that risk. I need to be able to play cards next turn that would save me. Those glaciers are my savior, but if he goes for the multi-hit, I am very, very dead. Block before the burn. Yeah, but I have nothing to block with. I'm just going to eat that and go down to 9. Ooh, 9 is also bad. Oh well. Ah, no. I've got my plated armor. I will block the burn. Alright, that's more acceptable. Zap gets the frost closer to the front. It does. Also makes me eat 3 damage. Also, if I need that energy next turn, maybe I'd rather have it. Let's go. Oh right, of course I didn't worry about blocking the burn. We had all those, of course. They played before that. There's one of my glaciers. It comes out full cost. Suddenly glad I kept these plasmas to get myself the extra energy, but it's the multi-hit. Me blocking 120? That's a tall order. Me killing you with 170 with these cards? That's probably an even taller order. It recurs? Need the defense coming in. I think I need the skim here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need a lot more than 8 of these frosty things here. Hologram, Glacier, I need an amazing round of defensive options coming in here, and I don't think I'm going to get them. I think this is game, set, and mount. Depends what skim gets me, and depends what the costs are. 0 cost Glacier is rather nice. Looks nice enough. We will draw a hologram, and we can hologram a 0 cost Glacier. So what is this then? It's Glacier, Meteor Strike, hologram Glacier, and hope that we live. So I don't think I can deal enough damage to kill you even with vulnerable from Beam Cell. These won't get evoked, so the Meteor Strike's not all that amazing. It doesn't actively give me block right now, so I probably shouldn't be considering that. I should be considering anything that gives me some much needed block. And that is our Glacier right now. Need to recursion just in case this hologram comes out at 3 cost. Does indeed come out at 3 cost. Ooh, that could have been very dangerous. And now I need to hollow back that free Glacier. I don't think I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 9s are 81 and 60. We got the block! Yes! I'm still standing! That also means we have the block for this turn, and Meme Cell is back. Not only that, we can actually defend this turn, which is rather nice. Ah, okay. Alright, now we turn this whole car around. Let's make sure our foe is vulnerable. Not terribly much we can do beyond that. I guess I do a devilish strike. It's free. Oh, I already have the block guaranteed, but I only have 2 energy as well. This is the problem with not doing the meteor strike. I might have actually been fine to do the meteor strike, but if yeah, things could have gone wrong, I reckon. Enlighten, Streamline, Strike. Missed the Streamline there. Well spotted. However, I think it's just going to be Enlighten, Streamline because I can't afford to take Beat of Death damage anymore. Nice extra damage, though. Well, you know, I can afford that damage more than I can afford to not hurt him right now. Eat that. He has to die now. 80 damage. Come to me, my Sunder friends and co. He's vulnerable. This is my last chance, I reckon. Zap will evoke that. Getting me the defense I need. Doom and Gloom will evoke that. You are finally taken care of. What a heart-pounding finale to a very strong run. And I called it early. This defect was great at destroying everything but the heart. We did not have a heart plan. It's a bit of a problem with just relying on hitting hard as your way of dealing damage. The heart will scoff at that. You need to combine hitting hard with being able to defend, and generally I was only able to do 1, but now we've done it. Get out of here. Not the first time I've won with a defect, but hey, the meat on the bone finally gets to do something. Charge up the Snecko Eye to maximum, blast through the heart, climb our way up, Plock style. And at last, it is all clear to our robo-mind. I'm sure this means something, but I'm not nerdy enough to check that out. Victory! Not only that, but tell me about my perfects. Defeat 3 bosses without taking any damage. 200 extra score for 3409. Sweet. That was a very good run. A very strong run. I will not deny that fortune favoured me. Let's go and have a look at the rundown of the run. I wouldn't say the cards we got were excessively excellent. I turned my nose up at a ton of cards, and I wasn't exactly gung-ho about card removals. But I think being picky helped us out a lot. There were already plenty of times where I was not drawing what I needed. Fattening up my deck yet more would be troublesome. That turn 1 against the heart, though, oh, chef kiss moment. Such an amazing turn 1, and most other turns were a bit garbage. But yes, the boss swap is a calculated risk, and Snecko Eye paid off. It also helps that we also very quickly got some high-cost cards to go with Snecko. What, we got Streamline, we got Glacier, and yeah, that's all you really need on Act 1. Akabeko, not sure you did all that much for us. The Anchor was lovely. Love the Anchor. Just being able to focus on attack on turn 1 without having to waste 2 energy blocking, lovely. This ended a lot of fights before they even started. Shelled Parasite didn't even get an attack on us. Some elites were just obliterated. Gotta hand it to the ink bottle. Look at that. It drew 62 cards for us. 62. That's a lot of plays of Skim. It's 20 plays of Skim, not counting its own draw. 6 potions down the drain to Sozu, and they were good potions as well. But draw and plated armor got us through the end there. Love mutagenic strength. Together with Akabeko and Bag of Marbles, it was a very rare case of preparing mutagenic strength over Transform 2. The only time I would consider taking Jaxed is if I was certain that I could heal, and lo and behold, right after that we get our source of healing. Functionally did nothing the whole run. Poor meat on the bone. I love it as a relic, but we're so strong we didn't need it. Pantograph, I think, only healed us after the Awakened one fight. Dexterity is always lovely. Not convinced the T-set was a good call, except the alternative was White Beast Statue. We didn't know that. If I didn't know that, looking back, I probably would have ditched the T-set, but we took it, and it worked out for the better. Love Bag of Prep. Drew 30 cards. Hey, it was half an ink bottle. Nuclear Battery gave us that 5th energy we so desired, which we could also evoke for more energy. Because thinking about it, Plasma is really like getting 3 energy. You get it, and then you evoke it, and huzzah, you've gotten 3. And then you double cast it, and you get 5. Do like Nuclear Battery. Crazy to think that it's a boss relic, but I wonder if you can boss swap into it. Did the toolbox help us out much? It got us that sweet enlightenment, and it did occasionally get us some nice draw. I think it was a good investment. Given my final shop opportunities, maybe saving the money would have been better, but hey-ho. Extra focus always welcome. Without that extra focus, well, I think we still would have lived that 120 attack from the heart, but we still lived indeed. Horn Cleat. Love Horn Cleat. And 113 damage dealt to pretty much just the heart, right? When did we have Letter Opener? Yeah, we bought that for Heart and Spear and Shield. And I don't think it did that much on Spear and Shield, so very juicy. Without that extra 100 damage, would the heart have died? I think we would have perished. Many things came together there. You need them to come together for the glorious robot. Wow, 3 hours to do 1 run. Well, savor it, I would say, and I certainly do savor my Spire slaying. We got it 1 and done. No need to drag my good name through the dirt by failing on another run, so let's just make sure that the people who believed in me for the 2nd time get the dividends. Do we slay the heart today? Of course we do. Enjoy your 500,000 points. Small packings compared to the weekly one-shot, but the weekly one-shot was such a sure thing, isn't that right? Can we check the prediction? We do have the technology. Congratulations. Oh, my hero, Super Pie. I'm glad to see you're still around and you aren't too shell-shocked from your experiences in Xenonauts. Zeleb, Defa, the Dutch Chicken, Modesty, Bellcat. Why was I thinking of Bellcat earlier? It's because I was reading through the Radical Red Sheet Pokédex and we saw Bellsprout the Bellcat. Kaladin, Tanak, Zingus, and Enrak. Enjoy your points. Laugh at these losers who thought I could fail at this card game for children, and otherwise enjoy the rest of your Sunday. My weekend starts now, because I take Mondays and Tuesdays off unless I'm hopelessly addicted to a game, which currently I don't think I am. Anything's possible, but I reckon I'll be enjoying my time down at Lake Balaton as I watch July draw to a close. So until I am back, probably on Wednesday, it's a cheers and cheerio.